Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
You only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just... Okay. Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 45. Kyle, we're back in kind of the boring garage.
Yeah, no, that's... I mean, we don't have quite the backdrop, but we did come with something.
Yeah. We got... so during the last episode, Alex Satine was telling us about his Sioux sled that was over in a million pieces up along the side of the wall. So at the end of the night, me and Kyle are kind of wandering around looking at everything, and we're like, Alex, could you give us something for the studio? He's like, yeah, what do you want? He just started pulling parts away from the wall.
Really?
Of the Sioux sled that was in a million pieces.
Nice.
So you see our new decor up here. The right side panel off of the Hatine Heritage Sioux sled from last year.
Nice.
Pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Kyle, you walked away with something too.
Yeah, he gave me the windshield off of it.
Hell yeah.
It's split in half.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
It's a half of it. But, yeah, was it Ryan Fausto's riding it?
Yep.
Okay, I have to find Ryan, and I have to have him sign it for me.
Oh, sure.
So
Sure.
that's my goal for that piece.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Sioux windshield. Going
Pretty
on the
cool.
wall.
And it's the Enduro one, so it's like the big one too.
Yeah.
And they're expensive to buy.
The
But
Aero kit one.
But yeah, it's broken.
yeah.
It's split in half.
Yeah. That's the best way to get a windshield, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said we couldn't have the part or the pipes.
Yeah, the pipes were flat.
But you still couldn't have them? Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Couldn't have the pipes.
Yeah.
How sweet would that have been?
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I decided to bring the old 01 poster in.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian's up there. Tucker, Kirk, Blair.
Yeah.
Aaron Shields on there. Carl Kuster's on there.
We'll have to look at that.
Brad Pake's up there. So if we ever get them in, whoever comes in.
Yeah. I thought of that like we should have had people like start like signing the table or something.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like to take like a certain picture with each guest or
Yeah.
something. But I mean, we're 45 in now, so it's kind of hard to.
Well, it's all out there to look back on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe at one point we'll like get a collaboration of like all the thumbnails or something.
Yeah.
Put that into a picture or something.
Mm-hmm. But you don't think of that stuff when we were starting out.
No.
Yeah.
So thinking of that, you don't think his stuff. So we had Kyle Defoe on.
Yeah.
Factory KTM mechanic for Chase Sexton. Now the mechanic with Sexton to win the outdoor nationals, the championship just this past yesterday. Also AMA mechanic of the year.
And yeah, we talked to him. Yeah.
We had him on.
Freaking wild.
Yeah. Casey Hulkern sent me a video that he was right up alongside of him when they were doing the burnout, like at the trailer. And he sent that to me. So that was pretty sweet.
We know that guy.
Yeah.
We've talked to him.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
They interviewed him on the TV and everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, we interviewed him first.
Should have shouted us out.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, God, that'd be cool.
could you imagine?
If only.
Yeah. And like Eli Tomac was back this weekend. He
Yeah.
got third.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
So
That's
I screwed
cool.
myself in my picks.
Oh, we don't know the finale until tomorrow when they release the final results.
Yeah.
So we put out, I don't know where I was going with that. What to get to
So
next.
on this episode,
It might be a flop or it might be fun as hell.
yeah, we put out a feeler.
Yeah.
But what if nobody called? So we're having people call in to a burner number, and then you're going to be on live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not live, but you're going to be recorded.
Live in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can ask whatever you want. I don't know why I'm
You get
explaining it.
like one question or like one hot take. We'll, be asked for like 5 minutes, and then if there's more people on the line, we'll just
Or just a question or a hot take. We'll debate it for a minute or two with you.
Yeah.
And then
we'll keep it moving.
if you ask a dumb question, do not be mad if we hang up on you.
Yeah.
Or we talk shit.
Or like if you're watching this video and later in the video, it just cuts like to a different part. We had to edit it.
Yeah. You never heard that conversation
Yeah.
because you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. You probably
We're not
shouldn't have
going to
said
do
that.
that to you.
But no, after the Polaris 70th last weekend, Brody, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's nice
Good
to be
to
back
see ya.
behind
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah, happy to have you back. like when we've been sitting here, like, and you're playing with the board, I've kind of thought like, oh man, I could have the board. Like, Brody, give me a chance on the board. But after last weekend, like trying to talk and do board stuff was too much. So I'm happy to have you back on the board.
Yeah.
I'm
glad to be on the board.
Yeah.
I'm not the main guy in the group talking about sleds.
Are we going
and
to do a
stuff like
monitor?
that. Eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will have a monitor eventually.
Maybe.
So like the stuff we're talking about,
We could pull up pictures.
we got
and
the
people.
we got the media man.
Yeah.
Oh.
The tech guy.
Okay, so something that I have been waiting to tell you guys all week. Thanks to Woody's Traction Products for any traction products you need for on the track or on the trail. Call up Woody's Traction, go to their website, and use ShopTalk10
Really?
as a promo code to get 10% off and free shipping.
Nice.
We finally got a promo code for something. That's awesome.
There we go. So yeah, that's sweet.
That is awesome
So
as hell.
I'll have that on the screen right now. ShopTalk10, all lowercase, ShopTalk10. Mm-hmm. Free shipping. And Woody's charges like a flat rate shipping of like $15 is what it always is. Mm-hmm. So 10% off your order plus save on free shipping.
Yeah, that's a big time.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
How cool is that?
That's
sweet.
that's awesome. We've been talking about having some type of promo code from some company and just how wild that'd be. And yeah, freaking Woody's.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it was hard not to tell you guys about that this week because I kind of wanted to see your reaction.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, thanks to Rick TD and Woody's.
Yep, thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, use it for all your Woody's product needs.
I got a quick question before we start getting into it. How fast is Luke Van Lysel?
Fast, like to where we're like, okay, let's do a 20 or 30-minute moto, and then we'll see how many times you can lap us.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
how fast he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. He said he likes to do it. So when we rode up at Brooks on Sunday after the players thing, that roll the first lap and then just jump everything second lap. So he jumped the big Brooks finish line jump second lap.
Yeah.
After rolling it, I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was that Yamaha 250 with he's got the Akrapovic muffler on there and the airbox all full of holes and everything. You can hear him from like a straightaway away.
Yeah.
On how loud that Yamaha is. Just
Damn.
Wow. And then so I told that to Dad. I was like, could you imagine like having Hayden Deegan behind you
Oh,
on the
man.
rev limiter
Yeah. This
at a pro national?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. But no, it
Yeah,
was
that'd be pretty intimidating.
yeah.
Just screaming away behind you. It's
Yeah.
like you just know he's there. He's not really close, but he's there.
Yeah.
And he's coming for you.
But no, on Sunday, yeah, riding up at Brooks, shout out to Johnny. Johnny had the track prepped awesome for us. And it had just rained like 2 days before, so the track was the best I'd ridden up there all year.
Just primo.
And then shout out Dan Revering. He was up there riding too.
Sweet.
Me and Dan and Luke, and then the handful of the other guys that we ride with. But it was awesome getting to ride with those guys because somebody you don't get to ride with very often.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really fun. And yeah, it was Luke makes fast people look not fast.
Yeah.
But then we'll get into it after the calls here. But me and Jesse and Josh Gerbrat went down to Berm Benders just yesterday. And then they make fast people look not fast too.
Oh yeah. The people down there.
Oh God, it was unreal. There was like 485 kids that would like smoke the 258 class up here. It was unreal.
Yeah. That's sweet.
There was a kid on a little KTM 50. I wouldn't want to battle him. I swear to God, he had that little KTM 50 pinned through like the gnarliest chop of braking bumps with them little tires.
Yeah.
And just as wide open as that little 50 would go. So like we'll try to get into that later, but no, it was fun. We got
5 minutes left.
yeah. I was seeing what. Mandy, if somebody calls before 4:30, just block them.
They're not obeying the rules.
Mandy's taking our calls.
Yeah. Brody,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Gettysburg. Well, first, I want to shout out Wyatt Gerloffs because he supports the show. He likes every video, And I bumped into him at the bar a while ago, and then I bumped into him again. It's like, God, I forgot to shout you out, so I just wanted to shout him out real quick. I told him I would, so had to keep the promise. But no, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, super fun. You really turn into a history nerd when you show up to a place like that. You're just interested, and you're freaking out about like every little detail, and like that cannon literally killed people 150 years ago. Like that, it just puts your mind in a weird perspective. But super cool. Went to Ocean City, Maryland. Big boardwalk there. Slapped a Shop Talk sticker on a giant light pole on the boardwalk.
You sent us that. That was pretty cool to see.
So yeah, we are now in Ocean City, Maryland, repping on a light pole.
We're on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was perfect. I had that sticker in my pocket the whole trip.
Just for that?
Just
or like you were waiting to do something like that?
I said, I'm going to put this sticker somewhere at a bar or at a restaurant, and then there was a big light pole full of stickers. And so it's like, oh, this is perfect.
Nobody's going to get mad at you.
Exactly, yeah. Like, this is what you do to this light pole. You just slap a sticker on it.
If anybody goes to the Floodwood subway, just keep an eye out.
Yeah. Mandy, I'll call you right now and get you on the phone just so we're ready. I just sent a hat out to a Tyler out in New Hampshire.
Nice.
This week.
Nice.
So how crazy is that? Okay, so we're on the line now, so we're ready to get calls merged in whenever, Mandy. So
I met Travis Pastrana at the Baltimore airport before I took off to come back home.
how crazy is that?
I was sitting at the closest bar to my gate.
Yeah.
And he just came walking up, and no one else recognized him at all, and no one even cared that I was like, oh, shit. And I threw my hand up. And he looked over, and I just said, big fan, gave him the thumbs up, and he came walking over. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to hold you up from a flight or whatever. He's like, no, I'm just getting a shot before my plane ride. I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude. He was like, you want to take a shot with me? I'm like,
no
shit, yeah, I'll
way.
take a shot with you. And he just bellied up to the bar right next to me like he was a normal dude. And we just introduced myself, shook our hands. And the bartender messed up. He gave him a double shot of Patron. And one,
Because he tried to order you a shot.
he said 2 shots of Patron. And it's like, God, I'm going to take a Patron shot with Travis Pastrana. This is freaking crazy. But like, we just had a normal conversation for like 5 minutes. Told him about how you race dirt bikes and how we were primarily a snowmobile racing family. And he thought that was cool. Asked if I rode dirt bikes, shit like that. And yeah, we just had a normal conversation. I asked him, right out of the gate, just how have you been?
Yeah. That's
He said he's getting healthy and, he's not injured.
He looks jacked.
And that's one thing I told, mom and dad when I was telling him, like when he was standing next to me, he was so just present and just big and just shoulders and chest and like, holy shit, this dude is big.
I noticed that he helped a guy down in Loretta Lynn's for a day. And so he was in his YouTube vlog, and I noticed that he was like, he looked a little more jacked than usual.
No, definitely. And shaking his hand, you just huge hand and forearms. It's like, God damn. And
Did you tell him you've met before?
no, I had all that going on in my mind. I wanted to tell him I met you when I was like 8, got your autograph. I remember watching your double backflip, all that shit. The lumberjack jersey he was wearing.
Yeah.
All that went through my head, but like it was just a normal conversation. Didn't even get a picture with him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And he won the Ojibwe rally.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he won it.
Hell yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just won that. I think it was today that it finished up. Or was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday night because they were all parked up at Itasca.
Yeah.
Or Pioneer Farms.
Yeah. But yeah, he won.
Yeah, that's awesome as hell. Cool. I didn't tell him about our podcast. I was wearing the podcast hat, though.
Sure.
And if he was going to ask a question, then I'd tell him. But I bet he's heard it 100 times about some small podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just wanted to have a normal conversation and interaction with him. It was kind of funny. He apologized for the bartender messing up the shot. And so he was like, I don't know. Sorry. Hopefully that doesn't, tarnish your view of me. I'm like, dude, I don't give a damn. You're a bad motherfucker. And I shook his hand again and I said, see ya. Like,
That's sweet.
it was awesome. It was, one of the best things about that trip, honestly. It was cool. Of all people in Baltimore airport, he comes walking up.
When you had Snapchatted that to us, I was like, It's like that is so random and
Yeah.
unreal.
Right.
But you couldn't get on the same flight as him though.
Nope. He was on a different flight.
Oh. Could you imagine if you would have been like just to sit
Sat
next to him, for a flight too?
That makes me wonder. I seen it on his Instagram story when you said that.
Yep.
Like, and he was sitting in coach. I wonder if like the person next to him even knew who that was.
Yeah.
No one at the bar knew who he was. The bartender didn't know who he was. I was the only guy there that was like, "Oh shit! Like, you have no idea who this guy is. This guy's a legend."
Really? That's crazy.
Literally bumping into a legend. It was freaking wild.
Yeah. That's like they say, like the motocross, like the top motocross guys, like Tomac or Ken Roxon or Sexton, that they're so famous in our world, but like they're not like celebrity famous.
Yeah,
where
they're not
they
movie
get
star
just
famous.
bombarded at an airport.
Yeah.
So like,
But I would not do that to a celebrity, like a movie star. Like I could care less.
no, it'd just be like talking to a normal person.
Yeah.
Like
I do the same thing.
We got a first caller.
We might have a first caller.
hello.
Hello, it's Lee Davis.
Hey Lee, how's it going? Hey, this is Lee Davis, mechanic for the Cataract Collision guys
Oh, hey, Lee.
Awesome.
in Alaska.
How are you guys doing today?
Hey Lee, thanks for calling. We're doing awesome. How are you going? How's it going up in Alaska?
It's going good. Sunny weather here today, and a little bit of termination dust on the mountains already.
Oh, nice.
Nice to hear.
What time of day is it there?
It's 1:30.
Well, we're having about one of the hottest days we've had all summer down here. It is a humid 90 degrees out today, Lee.
Ouch.
Yeah.
We've been getting into the 50s. It's probably in the 60s today here today.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
perfect.
sounds perfect right now.
That's perfect.
How's it going, Lee? You got a question or a hot take for us?
I have a couple of questions for you.
All right.
So when you guys are talking about running your straight bars, especially at Pine Lake, are you running a modified brake handle and a grip on like the middle of the bars so that when you're leaning off the right-hand side, you can still reach the brakes, or what are you doing there?
No, like it's like just a set of straight bars that would come stock on any trail sled, and we'll weld like a left hook on there, like similar to the Sioux sleds that have a left hook.
Do run an aftermarket brake lever with a 90 bent into it.
Yep, similar to what we run at the Sioux too.
Yeah.
So same
Okay.
left. The left side is pretty much the same as the Sioux, but then on the right side, like I'll just run like a slightly smaller hook on the right side of the sled. And no, it's just personal preference on how far you can physically lean off the sled on the right side.
Yeah, yeah. What I like to use is bars that come off of like a fire cat.
Oh, really?
Yep, yep. Just because they're a perfect 45-degree angle on the right hand side, and it's just something to stop your hand from sliding off.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
But no, it's like we've talked
We
about.
used taking like a weld half-inch aluminum bar onto the aluminum brake lever. So we have the bar that comes down like we do on our Sioux sled, but we have another one that goes toward the center of the steering, where the steering head bolts on, and then is a 90 degree from there, and then you'll weld on a grip there so that when you're leaned off the right-hand side, you can reach over and grab that grip and have a brake handle that you can work there while you're leaned over also. So you're not having to try to reach all the way across the sled.
no
Really?
way. That's pretty interesting.
Huh? You have to send
I can
me
send you a picture.
Yeah, you should send us a picture of that, Lee.
And usually we run a pretty good size hook on the right-hand side so that you can wrap your arm around and basically put just from your wrist up toward your elbow on the bottom part of your arm. Usually we'll put that pretty good on your arm and on that right hook so that you can wrap around and then use that to push down on the bar as you're turning right.
Yeah, that's how I think Jeremy File runs like a really big right hook like that on his old sleds.
Yeah.
So I think I recognize what he's talking about there.
Yeah, I'd like to see a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it. And I've made them just out of welding. We'll get an aftermarket aluminum brake lever, and then you can just use one piece of bar that you bend the right shape to go down your hook on the left side, and then come back and put a 90 in it and line up with your grip. I've seen those grips either welded onto the bar, or there was one guy that actually just bolted them on the 2 bolts that hold the steering clamps on. And then you can take them off if you want to then. But I will tell you, you cannot run 2 master cylinders. I've tried that before and it doesn't work. You know how when you're changing brake pads and you compress the caliper and the fluid goes back up into the master cylinder?
Yep.
If you have 2 of them, when you squeeze one, it pushes fluid into the other one.
Oh, so you just ran a T from one other master cylinder pretty much into one caliper?
I tried that and it didn't work, so I had to go back to just use one master cylinder and make a brake lever that would reach both.
You had another. That is pretty good there, Lee.
Yeah.
You had another question too?
Yeah. If you were wanting to build a Polaris triple for that Pine Lake race, what would you start with, and who would you get to do it? And is it possible? Is it a crazy build? Is it astronomical money, or is it just time and effort?
It's pretty much just time and effort. I would say a good start is a 96 XCR SP with the aggressive chassis with the case reed engine.
Okay.
And 96 or 97, they should be the same. And they're basically the same chassis as a wedge. So they're all really good. So like with the extra 10 skid frame and everything, the only thing they were off on, and I actually just listened to it on the Steve Hool podcast with Spencer about how.
Yep, I'm listening to that.
Yeah, so like how he said that 96 XCRs with the case reed were low on power, so they had, right from the factory, and they said with just a little bit of jetting and stuff like that, you can get them up to spec, so a little bit better than what they are from the factory. I'd say that, that's probably your best bet for a Polaris triple to build to compete. What we're gonna be running would be a case reed XCR, the one that came with factory triple pipes and stuff like that.
Right. You
can still find pipes for them things. It's just kind of tough, and I'm not sure what the aftermarket looks like for them. But I'd say a little bit of jetting and a little bit of clutching, you can get it right up to spec with a factory ZRT. But for aftermarket, I'm just not sure what's out there.
Okay.
But if you could find like aftermarket PSI pipes from back in the day, something like that would be good.
I'm sure you probably could get Flannery to make you a set.
Yeah.
You got lots of money, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and have Flannery do the porting. I see on eBay you can still find like Pro 5 cylinders and stuff for them things that are already all done up and ported. But Austin Leak would be the man to talk to about that.
Right.
He's built one. So. But I'd say that's probably your best bet for a Polaris triple to race again in this Pine Lake.
I actually have a Pro 5 sled. It doesn't have the motor, but I have a Pro 5 chassis. I think it's a wedge. We ran it with just a 650 triple I had. Actually took the motor out of my wife's dad. He was a drag racer. We took the motor out of his sled and put it in there for one race and blew it up.
Is it a anodized tunnel on that sled?
I think it's just painted black.
Okay. We have a Pro 5 built Indy 650 that's all anodized.
Oh, nice. This one you have to, there's like a little trap door on the bottom of the belly pan to get to the motor mount bolts.
Yeah.
Riveted on, little door down there you open up to get to the motor mount bolts.
Huh.
I don't know if that was normal for those or not, but
yeah. Well, you'll have to get one set up, Lee, and then probably bring it down to Pine Lake. But
that would be fun.
But yeah, well, we're gonna keep it moving here. I think we got some
All
other
right.
callers coming. So
thanks for the call, Lee.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you, man.
2 good questions to start it off with.
Yep, perfect.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. You guys have a good day, and keep up the good work.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lee.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, I think we got callers coming in,
Next caller.
but I was told that not yet, and just fill the air a little bit. So yeah, well, that was a good first call.
Lee started off with a good 2 questions.
That was perfect.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going? Who's this? And you're live on the Shop Talk podcast.
All right. This is Ashton Fiedler. I'm 15 years old, and I'm getting into racing here, and I raced the 286 Snowcross Series last year and trying to get more into just racing in general. And I was wondering if you guys would have any tips for any young people getting into racing snowmobiles.
Well, are you going to try to continue racing the snowcross kind of stuff, or did you want to kind of get into more of the cross country ice racing kind of stuff?
Cross country, mostly for the ditch races, and then snowcross still. But yeah, last year, since there's no snow, there was no ditch races really for cross country. But I'm wanting to try ditch races this year.
All right. Do you have a trail sled already, like a good ditch sled?
Well, I have a good sled for like the classic class. Otherwise, for like a main sled, I have a 2014 Verticat 6000R, which I raced at the snowcross circuit this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my classic sled, I just bought a 2000 ZR 600 a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that'd be a really good sled. Like either one of those 2 sleds would be an awesome like entry level sled to jump into the classics class and just have fun and ditch bomb on one of those old sleds. Kyle, that'd be what it.
Yeah, I think there's really a lot of variety, in like for that sled to get set up as. So it can be a cross country machine, like a ditch machine, or it can be an ice machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, either one of those would be a great like just beginner sled to try a ditch race on. What you think?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, so I think the 600, like the new sled, that one, would that be half throttle block and then the power valves slightly blocked too?
No, I think you could run that one in the Sport 600 class, and then that one would just be a full, just a stock based class for that one.
Is that the age limit? Is 15 at Sport?
I guess I wouldn't know for sure if it's 15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then, like, what for cross country, what do you think is, like, the best, like, first few ditch races if we get any snow this year?
I'd say Park Rapids for sure.
Yeah, would be a fun one to do. And
if they have it in the ditch, that one for sure. And I'm not sure if Sport does the full 500 miles in the I-500.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe
I think
not.
Classics only does one day.
Yeah. And Vintage and Juniors, I thought, too. But whatever it is, I'd say Park Rapids for sure, and then it does fall. Maybe the Iron Mountain or
the ski hill
race. Yeah, that would be a good one for a ditch race.
Ash, we just had our side panel we had hanging up just fell from the shelving, so that's what we were laughing at.
All right.
Just for random, but if hopefully we get snow and kind of just any ditch race Todd is going to have this year would be a great one to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all going to be fun.
Yeah, where is that ski hill race this year?
I think he's going back to Ironwood, Michigan. So it's right on the Wisconsin and Michigan border up there in the UP.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So what was it?
Yeah,
that's 6 hours
that'd be
for
nice.
us.
Yeah, it's about 6 hours away from the Gonvick, Pine Lake area. So
Yeah. All right. And then I also just kind of had a question. What do you guys think is your favorite era of just snowmobiles in general?
I'll answer first, Kyle. I'd have to say 96 to 02, just because.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
a good era. That's when technology was already developed.
Yeah.
You know, so I like to go back to like 73 to 76. There's so much technology changes in that era that's what I like, but I don't know, Brody, what do you think?
You got one, Brody?
Well, I'd have to say early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what year was the Apex? 07?
Apex was 07.
07. So yeah, Apex was my favorite sled. So I'll say the 2000s.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
My favorite would have to be kind of 95, between 95 and probably like 2005, with like for sure the F6 chassis, like the Firecat chassis and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all that stuff. But yeah, it was nice talking to you guys.
yeah,
You too.
yeah.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Ashton.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks for the call, Ashton. We appreciate it.
Yeah. You guys are doing good with the podcast, and I love to listen. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So
Have a good one,
All right.
Ashton. We'll see you later.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Another good caller.
Another good call. Yeah.
Is my arm bleeding?
Shout out Ashton. I give him a hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
from
that's-
the
okay.
Boston
Yeah.
swap meet, you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good kid.
Yeah. That was crazy that side panel fell.
You like how I caught that no look catch?
I heard something.
Yeah. Well,
It's heavy.
yeah.
It hurt my arm.
Alex.
Hello, you're live on SHOPTALK Podcast.
Am I live?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, my name is Bailey Solberg. I'm from Gonvick, Minnesota.
Awesome.
I told him to call in.
Really?
That's what I was texting.
Shit, yeah.
Hey, Bailey.
I'm live here at the Trap, 16 beers in.
16?
16. Oh, yeah.
Just
Just
a
wondering.
Just a light Sunday for you then.
Yeah, you
Oh,
you just got home last night from the East Coast, like right where Brody was just at, right to the Trap.
Yeah, good old ghost of Gettysburg.
I didn't see any ghosts, but it sure was creepy.
Yeah. Right to the Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird people out there.
True. Very true. Yes.
You got a question, Bailey?
Anyways, yeah. Who is the best cross-country rider,
Right now?
you think, right now?
Right now or ever?
Oh, let's do both.
Okay. So ever? What do you
Yeah,
think?
you ever first.
You're first.
Ever would have to be. It's like one of those GOAT conversations.
Yeah.
It is hard to put a pinpoint
Yeah.
on just one person.
There's like 3 or 4 names that I can think of right now.
I'd have to go off of my Mount Rushmore of either Herf or Brian Dyrdahl or Kirk.
Yep.
And so, like, if you're just going off of statistics and like stats and wins and championships, it'd be Herf, just because of the amount of just what he's racked up.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say Herf for both. I would have to say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably agree.
Her for both.
yeah, that'd be my pick.
Her for both?
Yeah, I'd have to say.
Okay. Well, being that I'm a Polaris guy, it's so I also agree with you on Ever, Herfindahl, Brian Dyrdahl, Brad Pake is another one you forgot.
Yeah, like he's the number 4 for me. That's debatable between so many people.
Okay. And then there's Kirk Hibbert. But another one that I'm throwing in there,
Yeah.
just because Polaris 70, Jack Struthers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
3 out of 4 in Thunder Bay to Deer River or whatever. But, yeah. So I'm going to say, I'll say Brad Pake
All right.
right now. And then for the current, okay, you're gonna like this one. I'm saying Aaron Christensen
That is a
for
good,
the current.
Yeah, that's a good take too. He put the whipping on us at the Sioux, and he's done it many years.
But
so.
you also watch him in the ditch. It's just a total hybrid of a rider.
Yeah. Brody?
I'd have to just agree with you and Zach Herfindahl.
Sure.
For kind of the best.
Yeah. Shout out Zach.
Yeah, shout out Zach. He was also in my garage. So.
Shout out Zach.
Yeah.
Who do you think, Bailey?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to say one of you two fellers, but being my friends and all, but I know Herf had good couple years, dominant couple years ago, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think you got a good Mount Rushmore going on right now, and I don't know.
It's a good bench racing question for sure.
Yeah. Ask that question you text me.
Who out of the group you think can run a 620 mile?
Definitely not you, Bailey.
Well, not now.
I don't believe you ever did. I'm sorry.
Brody.
Okay, maybe you did. I don't know. But, it's just hard to believe.
What are you at right now?
Well, when I was doing...
Right now?
No, Brody.
Yeah, he was looking at me.
Oh.
During my 5K, I ran... God, what the hell was that? I was running at the pace of a 540 mile, and I slowed it down a little bit. So I think I did a 6-minute mile, my first mile of the 5K.
All right. This was senior year, 2013. I'm hopped up on Adderall. I ran 1 mile, 620.
Yeah.
And that was the best I've ever done.
You didn't ever tell me that Adderall part.
Yeah, true. That changes the story a little bit.
Well, that's performance-enhancing drugs right there. I figured I'd leave it out.
Sure. But, okay, Bailey. Well, that was a couple of good questions there. Definitely some good bench racing questions. So,
how long are you home for?
September 4th, I had to ship back out to Illinois. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be home for 8 days.
No, September 4th.
Yeah, never mind.
That's that next weekend.
no.
Well, I'll probably bump into you at the trap next weekend.
I'm sure.
So.
I'll be living here.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, you guys have a good one.
We'll see you later.
Thanks for
Bailey.
calling, Bailey.
Thanks, Bailey.
Right.
See ya. That was a good one.
I didn't recognize his voice
Nope.
a single bit at the beginning.
As soon as he said Bailey, though, I'm like, oh yeah. This is the guy.
He was He tried calling me.
Oh, that's who called you? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my brother called, and then Bailey tried to call. I don't know why my phone's been so freaking hot lately. But Bailey tried calling for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
And then I told him to call in.
Yeah. Mandy, I don't know if you wanted to just stay connected. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I lost the call. Oh, all right.
Well, we'll keep. No new callers at the moment, so we'll just keep talking and bullshitting our way.
Oh.
It's just your wife.
That thing is heavy though. I can't.
Yeah.
I told you it ended up on the ground.
Okay, so yeah, I put Alex's side panel up there when I brought everything back after last weekend, and I sent a picture to you guys as like new decor. Mm-hmm. And when I came back here, Brody said it was laying on the floor
when I got home from the airport.
Yeah,
from my trip.
So I was a little suspicious that somebody was in here and looking at that side panel.
Well, I think it's got some bad juju with it.
And the ghosts from Gettysburg followed me home or something
Did
like
it
that.
cut you or what?
Well, I don't know.
No, I don't see any cuts.
It felt like it did. It hurt like a bitch.
Really?
Oh yeah. When I caught it, it's like, it's like I didn't say anything. I held it in.
It's been sitting up there for the last 4 hours, and then just for it to fall.
I told you it was
There's
a little
some
top
bad
heavy.
mojo.
That is weird.
With that side panel.
That is so weird.
But it was sitting perfectly on the ground, just like that.
Yeah.
Over there. It looked like you put it back on the floor after you took a picture of it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. Maybe he's thinking of a different spot.
That is so weird.
But yeah.
But how do we beat the background of Hatine's race shop?
Yeah, we can't.
Green screen.
That's what me and Brody were talking. We just screen ourselves in there every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or on the edge of a volcano.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting on the edge of a volcano or
us just floating through the galaxy.
Yep, just space.
I don't think there is any beating that unless we went to Herf's
vintage little
shop or whatever. But that's where they do the Polaris photo shoot.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yep.
it's like there's no topping that.
Yeah. Herf did send me a Snapchat of the ZR chassis with a triple on the floor.
Hey, yeah.
So it was cool to see that he's working on it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're kind of at the same stage right now. So
I texted him back that I said, well, what the heck did I say? Well, just so you know, ours is ready for the ice.
yeah. Ours is ready to go. Yeah. No, I pulled my engine out on the ZRT to I set it up on the bench and put new arms on it to widen it out a little bit. It's factory, they come 41 inches.
Yeah.
And Pro Open rules are 45 inches wide. So there's 4 inches. That's this much.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was more like 8, but okay.
Yeah. There's 4 inches of room to play with, so we're putting little wider arms on it and stuff like that. Well, I have this engine sitting out on the bench, and I was giving it the once over. I pulled the reeds out of it. Reeds are junk. Started checking the pistons. Pistons are scored.
Nice.
Yeah, and I had, pipes are off of it, and I was checking the exhaust ports. They're bone stock. Everything's bone stock.
On this drag motor.
On this hopped up sled. Yeah. Well, everything.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, everything's stock. Like I was looking at it.
But it was a hopped up drag sled.
Yeah. Then I have it on the bench or whatever, and I pulled it over. It looks like the clutch has Parkinson's or something. It's just
The whole thing shaking
It's waving like a son of a bitch.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so made a call this week. Eric Rowland's getting me set up. I got to send a crankshaft out to him and get it trued up. So shout out to Eric and Northern Crankshafts. Sorry I don't have a beer koozie this week, Eric. I need one of them.
Shout out Northern Crankshafts.
Shout out Northern Crankshafts.
They're the ones that helped us with our V-Force reeds.
Yeah.
So-
They have a lot of stuff. So even on like eBay, they're on Amazon even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was really surprised listening to Spencer with the Carbide podcast guy.
What?
When he was talking to the D&D guy.
Yeah.
And he said that Northern Crankshaft bought like all their old stock.
Yeah, so if you need a D&D clutch kit, it's going to come from Northern Crankshafts.
Oh, we got another call.
Shout out Eric.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, you're live on the Shop Talk podcast.
what's up?
What's your name and where are you from?
Hello?
Who is this?
You got a name and a voice?
Oh,
Did we lose him? Oh, we
No
lost him.
service.
Oh,
there we
no
go.
service. Here we are. We heard you there.
What are you guys doing?
Who is this?
You got to give us a name or something.
Oh, it's Regan.
Oh, what the hell?
Reggie.
Why do you sound like you're on drugs?
What do you
I'm
guys?
nursing a hangover.
oh
Oh
God.
yeah.
We don't know it's you when you're calling. You can't just say, "Oh, hey,
I thought it was Wes messing with us for a
Oh.
little bit.
You guys just called me,
what?
and then I called back.
Did Mandy
Oh.
call you? Oh, okay.
geez.
Yes.
We have a fraud phone call.
Yeah. We're dying for phone calls.
I guess
right
we're-
I
yeah.
guess so.
now. Yeah. Reggie, what's
What
up?
do you guys want to know, bruh?
Well, we're looking for questions or hot takes.
So I have a question for you, Regan.
All right.
Does Polaris 600 Liberty big block, not the VES, does it like to be over revved? So like, does it like to go past what they recommend for your recommended RPM?
Of course it does.
Rev them out.
Yeah. So
Rev them out.
What do you-
Redline them.
what do you think we should do? Should we tighten up the secondary clutch and gain a little RPM there, or do we start cutting weight out of the weights?
I wouldn't tighten up the secondary. I'd start with the primary. Add weight, baby.
Add weight.
Add weight. There you
Add
go.
weight.
Regan's
Yeah.
a professional plumber. I had a question for him. Your dad came over and fixed my water softener. It's still not draining water.
Shit. I guess I'll see you this week then.
All right. It drained a little bit, and then it kind of mellowed back out and still holding water.
Shit.
That's too bad.
Well, I guess we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
You probably added weight when you probably should have taken the weight.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I think it's more like a brake system. I think it's got air in the line.
Oh,
You can't have
Sounds
air.
like operator error.
Could be that too.
yeah.
You never know.
No, when your dad fixed it, you could see the air bubbles start to go, and it was like, oh, it's draining.
Yeah.
And it didn't go no
Hey,
more.
Regan, did you see these new Polaris race sleds that they come out with?
God.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah.
sweet, don't they? They said 8% horsepower gain. What do you think that means? Do you think it's low end, mid range, or top end?
Jesus Christ, Kyle.
I'll tell you what, 8 horsepower gained is enough to kill me on it, so I won't be buying one.
Yeah. They were already fast last year, so 8% on last year's number is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
This Polaris, they're just breaking the mold. It's what they do.
That's right.
Right?
Yep. He knows. Regan knows about sleds. Oh yeah.
No, I don't know fucking jack shit. I'm eating a sloppy Joe. My kid's been sleeping for an hour. I've been nursing this all day.
Yeah.
I had to work this morning, so I woke up at 5:30. Haven't been asleep since. She don't get home till 7.
I've been nursing my hangover too.
It's been a terrible day.
Yeah. Have you gotten a jump on Elden Ring or anything like that?
I can't even play video games because he's so full of shit.
He's watching the kid. Can't even play Black Myth Wukong.
Nope. Can't do anything fun.
That's the new game out right now, Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not Elden Ring anymore?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Nope.
No, we're past that.
It moves so fast, this video game stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
still on Fortnite.
The next thing that we're waiting for, which I just pre-ordered last night, Regan, is Space Marine 2.
Space
Yep.
Marine 2.
Yeah. I'll show you some gameplay of that, and you'll be like, what the hell?
Okay, so usually marine means water, but then there's also space in there. There's no water in space.
So we're ice skating in space. It's pretty
Pretty
Space
much.
Marine 2.
It's badass. Anyway,
All right.
yeah.
I picture
That's-
like an
that's enough video game
underwater
talk.
welder in an astronaut suit, which that's usually what they wear.
It's close enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
They should make a weld simulator.
I think they
video
got
game.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I'd freaking weld shit all day.
You guys been getting lots of calls or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're our fourth call.
Nice.
Yeah, not too bad.
How long is it going on for?
Half hour?
Yeah, another 27 minutes or so. See if we get any more or not. It's gone
Well,
good.
that's badass.
It's gone good so far.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have gone either way for us. We said we could get 0 calls or get a bunch of calls. And
Yeah.
they could be good or bad, but it's been good calls.
Yeah, they've been good
Yeah.
calls so far, so we got lucky.
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be fucking great hearing my hungover fucking voice on the pod.
Were you yelling last night? Because you sound like you were yelling last night.
No, I think I smoked about 30 cigarettes.
All right.
Yeah,
And maybe there was some yelling.
yeah. There's
I don't know.
there's yelling in the bar. The music was loud, and we were giving her hell last night.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. That's
Yeah.
all I'm going to say.
Well, all right. We'll let you get back to your hangover, Regan.
And your Slappy Joe.
Sounds good.
All right.
Boys.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
See you.
Oh, God.
I'm going to try this buzz ball.
Yeah. What do you got there, Kyle? It looked like you were holding a little.
It's like a baseball, but a drink.
Buzz balls. Not an official sponsor, but I don't know. It was sitting in the fridge.
Brody?
It's 15% alcohol.
Oh,
No,
God.
My
Yeah.
fridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
not my
Oh.
fridge. No.
Our official sponsor is Woody's Traction Products.
Very true.
Shop
Yes.
Talk 10. Save 10% off and free shipping.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like we're getting another call.
Oh, another call.
You are live on the Shop Talk podcast. What's your name? Where are you from?
This is Jamie Wood. I'm from upstate New York, Lee Center.
Hey, Jamie,
I
how's
got
it going?
It's going great. I just picked up this 2000 XC600 to racing classics, and I got to have Kyle tell me how to get it dialed in.
Ooh, that is a good sled to pick
yeah,
up.
that's right where you want to be.
Yep.
So my brother's the expert with them sleds.
Yeah.
What are you looking to know on it?
I don't know. I just got the thing. I'm taking the reverse off it.
Good.
Like, Do I got to lower this thing at all? I mean,
Yeah, it's
Probably.
usually an inch to an inch and a half spacers in the front, and the rear is so the rear shock you don't have to mess with very much, but the front arm on the skid frame, they have limiter straps on them. You usually want the rail about 2 inches to an inch and a half away from the top arm, the front of the arm.
Like the rubber bumpers you're talking about?
Yep, the rubber bumpers on the rail.
Yep.
Usually about
Okay.
2 inches away from the top arm on the
yeah, just suck the limiters down and get the front arm about 2 inches from those bump stops.
Yep. And then for the skid frame stuff, there's weight transfer in the rear. There's 2 black plastic blocks that are on the outsides of an arm, on your farthest rear arm on the skid frame.
Yeah, I'm looking at them, yeah.
On the rails, there's 2 black plastic.
You're talking about torsion springs?
No, there's stops.
Oh, the rear
For the
stopper
t-
blocks.
Yeah, the coupler blocks in the
Yeah.
back.
So put them to the narrowest setting. So
Okay.
like I believe they're the top holes, and then also narrow them up. That takes away a lot of the weight transfer. You don't want to have too
Yeah,
much.
you don't want to have that moving.
Right. Yeah. It will move, but it's only about a half an inch of movement when it's all the way to the least amount of movement.
Yeah.
Stiffening up the torsion springs will help you with weight transfer too.
Yep. There should be a four positions on that block. Put it on the tallest one, so like the most tension that the rear spring can have. If this is for ice racing, I'm setting this thing up to just be for ice. That's all I'm going to do with it. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and so it's gonna look weird, but it's got a long end on that black plastic adjuster. Put that all the way that end towards the spring, so all the way as tight as you can get it. Yeah. I'm picturing it in my head.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But if he's looking at it, he'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. And are you slugging those rear shocks at all, or you're leaving the normal travel?
The rears stay the same. The rear is pretty much set, except for tighten up the front.
And see, I think
But the front ones, the front IFS ones, you're saying probably put an inch limit, take away an inch of the travel, put a sled in there to get rid of an inch of the travel.
Yep. So when when the sled is on the ice on the ground, the radius rods, the front arm, like the 2 rods that go to your bulkhead, those should be level.
Yeah.
So that's in about a 1 inch spacer does it right about there.
But actually, with Brody's 99 XC600, it was so rough at Pine Lake 2 years ago to where Dad didn't want to lower it down. So he's actually has no spacers in the front shocks of Brody's sled, and it handles it quite well.
Oh, yeah.
So it.
Yeah, I figure this thing, it's already a lot lower than my regular cross country, but
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know if I need to lower it anymore or not. But
You can.
I figured I'd pick Kyle's brain.
Yeah, it's just a personal preference. It like I enjoy riding ours with how it's set up right now with no spacers in it. But Colin rides his to beat hell lowered down a little bit better.
Yeah. And those front radius rods do take a beating when you're that low. Like we've had them shear the bolts off on the outside of the trailing arms and stuff like that. So like you definitely want a stiffer spring up front too. So Colin's got, I think, 120-pound springs in the front.
On the front ski shocks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And that works really good. And then it's enough wiggle room so the shock will actually compress when it's in that rough, chattery shit.
And the front skid frame shock, the lightest spring you can find.
Yeah. So we pretty much use just a clutch spring in there if you can find one right.
Yeah, I had guys telling me that. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really not doing all too much up when it's sucked up like that. But it's basically your rear torsion springs, and then for your RPM, I think that engine is around 8,400 RPM is what it.
84, okay.
Or 82 or 84. I think it might be 8,200 RPM. I think that's what it is, 8,200 RPM. But play with the weights on that thing.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me 62s.
64s.
Yeah, heavier than that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really? Okay, it'll take it.
yeah, so you really want as much weight as that thing can handle. So start with 64s, and I won't give it away the numbers right now, but just play with that a little bit, and then
DM Kyle and he'll tell you exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, and then your secondary is it's pretty good right from the factory, but there is room for improvement.
Yeah.
And that machine, you can gear it to the moon too. So, like, with that heavy of a weight, you can throw a little taller gear at it, and it'll pull it just fine. It does lose.
Yeah, 'cause I think stock was 2043, so you're saying you could even change that?
Yeah. So your top gear, I think we're running.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit more than that. So
Okay.
it'll and with the extra weight, it'll help pull that gear, but it does lose a little mid range. So that's where you gotta
Track dependent.
yeah,
kinda.
depending on the track. That's really what you wanna, it's a kind of a risk changing, heightening the gears for like, if it's gonna be a tight course, I probably wouldn't tall in the gears.
Sure.
But if
If it's got more longer straights, then okay.
they're screamer. They move.
Yeah, I think are you racing with like what Scott has going on with the new classics class out there?
Yeah.
that
So
should-
either Adirondack cross country or Scott's. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that should be an ideal sled for that. So yeah, you picked up a good one.
Yeah, even
Well,
if he
That's
allows
what I
it,
was thinking.
if he allows it, run it in the freaking pro class, semi-pro class, something.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'd do semi-pro improved and classics. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to buy a set of shocks for my cross country, and then I'm like, you know what? The amount of money I'm going to spend on a set of shocks, I could just buy a whole sled, and then I don't got to switch the thing back and forth.
Yeah.
True.
there you
Very
go.
true.
Yeah. So where are you at in upstate New York?
Lee Center, so it's right above the Rome, Utica area.
Oh, okay. I see. I lived in Ballston Spot, Saratoga for.
Oh yeah. So that's like an hour and a half here. Yeah, so I'm like 20 minutes south of Tug Hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in good riding country there.
Yeah. I could have 6 inches of snow in my house, and I trailer 13 miles, and there's 2 foot. So yeah, it's just below the lake bed.
Yep. Nice.
No, hopefully me and Kyle can get out to east and maybe hit up one of these races this winter.
I hope you guys do. As long as we get snow and cold to make get some lake effect snow for train races and cold for ice races, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thanks
boys.
thanks for the call, Joe.
Yeah, Jamie. Yeah,
Oh, Jamie.
thanks for
Sorry, I had Joe Wood.
Wood's
the guy
who races around here.
Yeah, local guy around here.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I listen to you guys every week. I spend a lot of time in the car, and you guys get me through some long drives. I appreciate the content.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Problem. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks,
thank you.
Jamie.
All right, we'll see you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You do.
Oh,
Joe Wood is a racer around
Joe
here. He was
Wood,
thinking
yeah.
the same
I
thing.
had the
so
same
I was thinking the same exact
it's
thing.
it's fine. We
I
apologize.
thought he said Joe at the beginning. I was
No,
like,
Jamie.
man, we know Joe Wood.
Yeah. I should have been like, oh, you know Kenny?
Yeah, you could have. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he picked up a good sled.
Yeah, that's a So I don't know if we should give it away on this podcast, but yeah, that's a wicked sled. Well,
Yeah.
What are you giving away?
No, give it away. Like
Just
all
saying that-
Oh, yeah.
Say that that's a wicked sled.
Yeah.
Because like it is.
It is
Collins
bone
obviously.
stock. It's a good sled.
Yeah, Collins obviously proved it with what he's done with his.
Yeah.
So
Huh. No, this has been fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's been fun. This has
Something
been good.
Something different. It's
been
fun.
interesting.
The worst one was Regan so far because he sounded like he was drunk. Oh, hello.
Oh, he's still drunk.
Who is this? What are you guys doing?
I did tell Bailey what to say. So
Well, okay, but that was still a good call.
yeah.
That was one of the last people I would have expected to call.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it was fun. It was
At the same
interesting.
time, it makes sense though because Bailey does do funny shit like that.
And he would know. He'd been
Oh,
to
yeah.
the Pine Lake race,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like he doesn't know about.
Yeah, he
snowmobile
follows
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Like, he follows the cross country stuff.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Yeah.
We
We got calls from New York.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
How cool is that?
Awesome.
No, we need one from like Illinois. We got Alaska and New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That is cool. I didn't think of that.
God damn. That's our reach. That's
Nationwide.
On the Spotify analytics, it still says we have somebody listening in Israel, in Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv. I don't know how.
Like, it's been a consistent stat the whole time we've been on Spotify.
Well, who is in the snowmobile industry that is deployed in Israel?
I know. if that's you, like, shoot us a message because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to hear from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, how bad is it, really? They just launched more missiles into Gaza. It looks freaking wild.
But how's Gettysburg? How was Pennsylvania like, Brody? Because you've never really been out east.
No.
You've never been out east. So
Yeah.
how's the East Coast comparing to what Kyle knows of the East
Did
Coast?
you?
It's a
did
lot
you
of
take
hills.
Interstate 80. Do you remember?
I don't know
Interstate
which
80?
road we took, but it's just a lot more hilly. They have a bunch of trees like we do, so that was nice. Other places cut down all their trees.
Trees are cool.
Trees are cool. Trees were nice, and it was just a lot more hilly, and some of it reminded me. I couldn't know if I was in Bagley or not, or
Did you
driving
go through Scranton?
No,
That's what
No.
I asked him.
Because I've been through Scranton before, and that's what made me wonder. Like, you were headed that way. It's like,
Yeah.
I used to live like right fucking there.
Well, I was thinking of Scranton just because of the office.
yeah,
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 okay.
yeah.
But yeah.
and Gettysburg, super cool. They rent out most of the land to like farmers, and so it's still just straight up pasture. What it would
sure.
look like
Where the
during the Civil War.
battlefields were?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And so it's all pasture and everything in the woods, like it's all the same. A lot more woods though, because back in the Civil War, the farmers would bring their cattle through the woods. And so looking at it, it's like, how the hell do you shoot anyone through this woods? But it was stomped down and cleared out during the Civil War. But yeah, original cannons laid out where the batteries were during the battlefield, during the battles. It's like that cannon killed people 150 years ago. It's freaking nuts. And all the big statues and monuments, like this is where this general had a tent during one day of the battle, and like you get to see that little tiny cabin that they built for him. Original rock walls that they used for barricades and barriers to hide behind. It's like the soldiers put those up. It's like, God damn. Witness trees that have been there since the war.
Oh, sure.
And they witnessed the war. Freaking nuts. Yeah, I turned into such a history nerd when I got there. It's probably kind of annoying.
That's sweet.
Well, when we just talked last week with Vince and Alex, somehow we brought up the sharks are older than trees fact. That got brought up.
Yep.
Vince was sick, so he brought up he was.
But that analogy, like,
Sharks are older than trees.
yeah, but like that tree is probably only 25 years old.
Well, no, since the creation of trees on
Creation
of trees on the planet Earth.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying.
Sharks were around like 150 million years longer than trees started growing on the soil of the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was where I was. That was the fact. You said
like that tree.
that tree. Kyle said something like that tree has been around as long as George Washington or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Well, that's what it is. So like there's a shark that they documented is like 400 years old.
Yeah, 392 years old.
Yeah.
Really?
It's the oldest
Yeah.
shark that we found.
That's why I said it's like as old as George Washington.
Yeah.
A Greenland shark in was it the North Pole or the South Pole?
It was like somewhere around Iceland. Or
Yeah,
something.
I think so. But yes, 392 years old. And that was a couple years ago,
Yeah.
or even longer than that. So yeah, that shark is probably over.
392 years old.
Yeah.
And it was around when George Washington was freaking crossing the Delaware.
Yeah.
Literally, it's been floating around in the ocean between and through every war, every accomplishment
Yeah.
of humans. It's just been at the bottom of the ocean in freezing cold water.
What a time to be alive during the Industrial Revolution.
What, to see everything change?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go from
horse and carriage to 20 years later, everybody's driving cars.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but there's
So yeah, that was. I don't know if you listened to the whole episode last week, Brody.
Nope.
But that was kind of where we ended it on the sharks are older than trees fact.
when you tell people that
You should have said before the very
I
first
guess
tree.
I just said it.
yeah,
the way
you didn't
that
explain it how I just explained
Yeah,
it.
true.
I'm assuming.
True.
Yeah.
So
There's clears it up
yeah.
for everybody.
yeah.
I'm glad I got to clear that up for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. He's the historian.
Yeah, he is.
Tech guy.
And then Vince was sick the week leading up to the podcast, so he said he just sat down and watched World War II documentaries all day.
Yeah.
So you guys could probably hash something out.
I watched
About
Fury.
World War II and the Civil War. What kind of similarities? Similarities?
I finally got to sit down and watch a movie on Friday night, and I chose Fury, the World War II movie.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
With Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Brad Pitt,
Never
John
seen it.
Bernthal.
I'm not gay, but Brad Pitt.
Every T-shirt shop in Ocean City, Maryland, up and down the boardwalk, they had Hawk Tua T-shirts, President Trump T-shirts, and I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. That is the three main shirts that every shop had. It was those three T-shirts
On the boardwalk.
on the boardwalk.
Huh.
And then
I've
There's-
never been on a boardwalk, right? We've never been. No, I've never been on a boardwalk.
and it's miles long. You don't see the end of it.
Yeah.
Really?
And you can just walk up and down, and there's just little shops, little restaurants, Irish pub. We went to an Irish pub. The bartenders in there, super cool. Had a good drink. It was nice.
It's
But there was a group of like old drunk dudes, and he went by a Trump T-shirt, and he's like, "Just look at that picture of Trump. I fucking love that picture." It was so funny.
So you guys were just randomly there, just like overhearing.
Yeah,
it?
like literally walked past them as these dudes were just falling in love over this Trump picture on a T-shirt. And I've never seen that picture before, but I fucking love that T-shirt. It's
should have said hell yeah.
And then there was a shooting simulator, aiming simulator at the arcade that we went to.
Oh yeah.
And I had the #1 score during the whole day on this shooting simulator.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bullseyes would pop up, and you had a
Was it a
certain amount
rifle
of,
or a pistol?
No, pistol. And the pistol actually had like air going through it, and so when you'd hit the trigger, there's like pressure to
Recoil?
the trigger, and then
Yeah.
a little recoil, and the slide would slide back.
Oh, cool.
And so bullseyes would pop up, and you had a certain amount of time to shoot them, and then started off just bang, bullseye, and the whole screen would go crazy. Bullseye, 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 8, 9, and gave me an excellent score. Like, oh, cool, I'm #1. Came back later that day, and I'm like, I wonder if I'm still the #1 score. Yep, there I am at the very top. It's
Nice.
like, shit, yeah, I'm the best shooter here.
Nice.
But yeah, the beach was cool.
Yeah.
Water was cold.
You actually went in the ocean. this
Actually
time?
went in the ocean. I was fully submerged for like 1 second.
Really?
But I was actually submerged in the ocean. It was terrifying.
Nice.
Yeah. We watched 2 people get saved by the Baywatch freaking
No way.
lifeguards. Yep.
No way.
Dude. Oh, it was kind of funny.
Just out there flailing around.
Yep, flailing. They're outside the waves, and you just watch the lifeguard up on his chair, rip his shirt off, throw his hat, and then grab his little floaty, and then he saves them it takes him like 15 minutes to get through the waves, but he gets through.
Gets up on shore, everybody claps.
Oh yeah, And then
How sweet would that be for a job to just have a jet ski parked up on the beach and waiting for people to just get taken out?
Yeah. No, he swim out there? or
yeah,
jet
he
ski?
swam out there.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
No, he just had one of them buoys with a string on it, and he wrapped it around the kid and just started swimming through the waves. And then they would get taken back out again, and he did it twice. We watched him do it twice.
Was he ripped?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's definitely in shape.
You'd have to
we did a speedboat cruise, like kind of up and down the boardwalk, and also dolphin watching. We saw a bunch of pods of dolphins. That was pretty cool. And the frickin' captain of the boat, he was like you and Logan Thorson mixed.
Oh.
And it was so
So
funny.
he's cool as fuck.
He was cool as hell. Yeah, he had your giant red and orange like glasses on, and instantly I'm like, "Is that Kyle?" And he kind of looks like Logan. It's like, is this guy from Bagley? What the hell? And he's just driving a boat in Ocean City, Maryland. Yeah, they're cool
Kyle
young
in
guys.
the ultimate dimension.
Yeah,
Yeah. How crazy would that be?
it was funny. And then there's another dude. I almost walked up to him because he looked like Ben Soberg. And I literally went up. I'm like, oh, that's not Ben.
You look like this?
Your orange ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
My Ridge.
Yeah.
Shout out Ridge.
Yeah, I think Carbide Podcast guy is now sponsored by Ridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just funny, like how many people that I
Leave that at that.
What?
Yep. All I said was yep.
Yeah. I wear Scott sunglasses here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got spies on.
These are spies.
Yeah.
You know, they're an OG.
Yeah.
They're an OG dirt
You don't
bike.
see much spy now,
Right.
nowadays.
No.
Like,
I'd like to start repping them on the bike or something.
I wonder. It's been a long time since I've seen anybody wear spy. Actually, Tucker
True.
Herbert wore spy there for a little bit. What's not talked about, like towards the end of Tucker's career, there, that he had no logos on his goggles. So like I think they were like custom made goggles somehow. So like with his fly helmet, they fit perfectly in the eye port, and like they were perfectly flat all the way across. So like there'd be no sticking to them at all. And then like sometimes he'd have like what would you call them, like bulged out ones almost.
Oh yeah,
like bubbles.
Those
bubbles.
Yeah, those like panoramic ones.
Yeah, no,
You know those ones that I see.
like they were bubbled out, like
Yeah.
so nothing would stick to him neither.
Yeah.
And then I think he was the only guy who ever like tried it, like a little windshield wiper on his goggles at one
What?
point. Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow.
So, like, that's
I've
not
thought of that. Not on goggles?
Yeah, it was on his
really?
goggles.
That small of a little.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn. Because I've thought of that like on a motorcycle helmet. Like, God, you could have like some big
A
thing.
windshield
A
wiper.
little windshield
Yeah.
wiper to go around on the helmet. Like,
How
that would be
sweet
cool.
would that be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like a set of tear-offs or something that just goes like, and every time it goes by, it just rips a new tear
Yeah.
off.
Well, like a roll off system for goggles.
Yeah.
Like on how it brings that whole clear line across your
Yeah.
goggles. Well, yeah, I wish somebody would ask him that on like what kind of goggles he had there towards the end. with
Yeah.
no
Were they
logos on 'em.
super custom? And
What time were we taking calls till?
Till 5:30, so 3 minutes.
3 minutes left.
Yeah.
Might get one more call.
Maybe somebody will wait. Maybe not. But if not, what we did today was, I thought it was cool.
That was cool. That
Yeah,
was
good
a-
enough.
that
The
was a
questions were
success.
good and everything.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I'm happy with what we got out of that.
Yeah.
We got calls from Alaska to New York. We
Mhm.
can say that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I get it too, because I figured we'd get calls, but like, I could call into Pulp MX.
And not get on.
Well, no, like you could call in, but I never do because I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah. You
Like-
don't have to be nervous around us.
No, not at all. But like, I don't know, just nervous to call in and just say something dumb to
I'll
him.
pretty much tell you everything I know. Pretty much, like I just told that guy.
Yeah, you were telling them all the secrets.
I mean,
No.
who's gonna? Yeah, I mean, you could set them up the exact same.
Pretty
Come-
much, yeah.
Come beat us. You know, that's the thing.
Are you challenging him right now?
No,
or what?
no.
Or-
Just anybody that.
No, like well, you could set it up the exact same. I'll still,
But if you don't know how to ride it,
Yeah,
like,
you'll-
it's not
yeah.
going
Like,
to matter.
I'll-
Okay,
yeah.
that's what you mean by
Yeah.
that? Okay.
but like
it's an easy sled to ride.
Oh,
is
yeah,
an
it is.
awesome sled to ride.
I don't like it as much as the wedge though. I can't ride it the way Colin does.
I'd rather ride it.
His seat is different, and like his bar setup and stuff
Yeah,
is totally different
Well,
from the
yeah.
way you know. So like I can't ride his the
Yeah,
way that I
his,
can
yeah.
ride mine.
yeah.
His is kind of
His bars are too high.
high, and the seat is shaped weird. You know.
Somehow he makes it fast, though.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
fast.
Somehow he's fast on it.
He doesn't lean. That's the Herfindahl thing.
I guess so.
Just puts his head out there.
Yeah. But what the heck was I going to say? Oh, with going back to last week's, I wish I would have wrote down some questions to ask Alex because we went up there. I had no
Yeah,
notes.
Fly by the seat of her
Yeah.
pants.
So that was all just off the cuff. And I wish I would have had some questions because as we were like going home or the next day, I thought of some really good questions to ask him on like why you guys are looking at Mandy if we got a call
Well,
coming or not.
No,
No, it's 5:30, so
it looked
no
like
more
the phone
calls.
hang up. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Well, yeah, if you didn't call us now, we'll probably do this again
I
eventually.
mean, yeah, for
Yeah.
another burner
Yeah,
episode.
uh-huh.
But no, the question I thought of that we should ask him is kind of why he started the team. Like
Oh, yeah.
when he's got the two other Oliver Olson and
Because you would think that Alex could be a Polaris, like, factory team.
yeah,
Like
on how he runs the team,
Yeah.
on why he could just go to the races by himself,
Yeah.
and just do his own thing
and
out of
be
his own trailer.
factory Polaris.
Yeah.
You know.
But he is factory players right now. But
Yeah.
he's just kind of helping the younger generation a little
Exactly.
bit too. So that's cool why he's doing that. So I wish I would have asked him about that. That would have been interesting. But
And I also totally blanked it out. Are we going to see Jill race again?
yeah, that was another question we should have asked too.
Yeah.
I know they're super busy with their kids, so that would have been another good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're done calling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I was saying, if you missed out on this episode,
You missed out
still
forever.
you still want to call, we'll probably do this again eventually.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
this
we're
was cool. This was fun.
Hour 15 right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Huh.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
totally. I liked
was
it.
to get some just different takes and questions on stuff we don't think about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Paulie V, why didn't you call?
Yeah, he missed a shot.
I know. I did forget to give him a shout out last week because when we were up at the Polaris 70.
Okay, I feel really bad. Okay, so Paulie V, we bumped into each other at the Polaris, and that was when me and you were going to meet up for like the first or second time.
Oh, sure.
Or whatever,
Yep.
when we were both really busy. He's like, yep, just call me when you meet up with Gunner. Space it out. Didn't call Paulie V. Sorry, Paulie
But
V.
no,
So, yeah.
as I was talking to somebody, just out of the corner of my eye, I seen a Shop Talk shirt, like walking into the building, and then he just like happened to turn around to say hi to somebody, and it was Paulie V. But it was just so funny that like 20 yards away, out of the corner of my eye, I see the back of our shirt.
See, Paulie, it's Gunner's fault.
How? Sure.
Sure.
Just take the blame.
But no, I did have somebody asked this question on Facebook though. Brian, topic idea for you guys. I'm just going to read the message.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe you guys have already covered this. I haven't gotten through all the episodes yet. But a clutching for dummies tutorial. How do the different spring rates affect what your clutch does in the helix angles and such? Ice setup versus terrain. My Pine Lake setup. Haha. Not giving that out.
No.
Thanks. Can't wait for winter. So clutching
for dummies. And listening to the Steve Hool podcast on Carbide.
Yeah.
He says it's a lost art.
Yep.
Like you pretty much you're on your own when you're doing it.
Kinda. Yeah.
So like that's what I've noticed. Like you can go and buy any kit that you want, but it's nothing like what you're looking for.
I guess I don't even know. Is there any YouTube videos that you can look up?
If
If he's asking us, then maybe he's already looked and really couldn't find anything helpful.
But
racing wise, like no.
No, I'll be damned.
but
That's
it's-
crazy.
It's so hard to put out a specific video because
Yeah.
every terrain is different.
Everything is different. Every sled clutch setup is different.
Every single thing is
yeah,
different.
it's all personal preference. Like, how would you do a clutch for dummies?
Well, I guess you could start out by like what your engine likes. If it likes more RPM or if it likes to be lugged is really so like an Articat, your 440 likes a higher RPM, where a Polaris base usually likes more weight.
Yeah.
So like it really likes so it's really in like your torque curves and your horsepower,
Yeah.
of the engine.
And each sled is different too.
Yeah,
On how
every single machine
on
is
how it's going to like more tuning with the secondary or more tuning. Like what Robert Johnson told me and Dad the one time is like the secondary is the brains of the whole operation. And then like the primary is just get your RPMs right.
Your muscle.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So like I did a YouTube video on it last year that endless clutching we were doing. I had 3 secondary clutches set up and 3 primaries. And it's like, you have to find one good baseline that like justifies what will handle your racing that you're doing. Like let's say you're only doing three laps, so 30 miles, or if you're doing 10 laps for us for pro stock, you have to find something that's going to hold up to that.
Yeah.
Like if you're just doing radar runs, you could have something that's going to run awesome for a quarter mile, but it's going to suck if you run it for 5 miles.
Yeah.
So, like, totally restarting. So, like, for dummies, your secondary clutch, if it's like an Arctic Cat roller, it's got, spring holes. Same with
In the cover.
Yep. And then a Polaris button has holes. The new TSS04 team clutches don't have holes.
Yep.
They take a solid spring with no holes.
Just a straight spring.
Yeah, but they do make shims to tighten your spring a little bit. But usually every one of them holes, so the tighter your spring gets, one hole is about 100 RPM at full pull. So whatever your engine is spinning with the weight it's at. If you tighten up the secondary spring, it's 100 RPM. One hole, it's 100 RPM. If you tighten it 2, it's 200 RPM. So that's how like your cat rollers and your Polaris buttons work for the secondary.
And the cat roller secondary is like one of the
it's probably the greatest.
Yeah, you see it all the time. The oval guys, no matter what, if they're on a Polaris sled, they're probably going to have a cat roller secondary on there.
Yeah, it's so much easier to change things on a cat compared to a Polaris one.
Yeah.
And then like your helix angles and everything, that's where it starts to become like voodoo,
Yeah, so like for me, I would get the primary to run the correct RPMs.
Yep.
Get your RPM set with your weights and your primary springs. Like primary swings, I like a lower starting rate just for lower engagement. If you go a higher engagement on the starting rate, the engagement's higher. It's snappier.
It spits.
Yeah.
So
you'll spin right off the start.
It snaps.
Yeah.
So that's your primary springs they're a multi. So you're like your starting rate is the first number.
Yep.
That's with the spring sprung in the clutch without it engaged. With it all the way engaged, that's your finish number.
Yep. So yeah.
It's chunky.
Oh, how long has it been in the fridge then?
Couple weeks. But anyways, your first number, so it could be a 150, 320. That 150 is your starting engagement. Your 320 is your fully engaged engagement. So but
the starting number has nothing to do with RPMs at all.
Right.
That's just engagement.
Your second number, the more you go up, the more RPM it will carry.
Yep.
Also, like depending on what weight you have on there.
But if you have, like, let's say with your 320, that higher number might heat sag later in the race. So, like, there's a lot of science that goes into it to finding a good number that's also not going to, like, overweight these clutches to make them get hot throughout the race.
And that's why they have, like, titanium springs and stuff. Because titanium supposedly never loses its sag or spring.
Yep. Because, you'll get, if you run the same clutch spring throughout the whole year, like, put it up next to a brand new one, and you'll notice, like, oh, this one's, like, a quarter inch shorter than this brand new one. And, like, if you're losing RPMs, like, throughout the winter and put a brand new clutch spring in, I'm pretty sure that's going to fix it for you.
Yeah. And just think about that. You have a piece of steel that's in a coil, and you're taking weights and just slamming it against it over and over and over again against that spring. So when you close,
the weights aren't hitting the spring.
When you close your clutch, that spring is compressing.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of steel.
Yeah, nothing's hitting in there. It is just
threw me off.
You're compressing that piece of steel over and over again. Yeah. Eventually, it's going to start to get coiled up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're losing your spring.
It ain't sprung no more.
Yeah, it ain't sprung no more. So that's why they come up with titanium springs. They do work.
Yeah. Yep.
But they're a lot of money. So
yeah. So it is a weird guessing game of kind of what comes in your sled stock.
Yeah, that's got to be your baseline.
Kind of, yep. And then vary to a heavier weight or lighter weight, and then vary also to a heavier spring or lighter spring. Kind of go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. There is no rhyme and reason to try one or the other.
Yeah. So, like,
We could do a whole episode.
Yeah,
on
you
just,
can do
we
a
could-
whole episode.
We could have like Dad come in here and
So
give us
like,
another rundown of another perspective on how to do a clutch.
Say your engine runs 8,000 RPM. You throw 2 grams more weight in it, and it lugs it down to 7,800 RPM. You throw a tighter spring into it, it brings it back up to 8,000 RPM.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your secondary doing then? You know, it's a total frickin' it's voodoo.
Yeah.
Is what
Or, like a lost art, like you said.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Steve Wool.
Steve Wool
Wool,
said
okay.
it's a lost art. It is.
I believe
because
that, yeah.
You have to be so knowledgeable about that machine that you're doing it on.
Mm-hmm. And then like what we're saying about lake racing doesn't correlate with like heavy pull and ditch racing, or it's not even the same as snowcross.
Your track is so loaded up with snow and lug weight that your engine might not like the weight that you throw at it.
No.
Yeah, it's all different.
And
It's all specatory.
It's temperature based too, because I can't run the same weights at a 20 below Pine Lake race to a 30 above Nadawash race. It changes there dramatically too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your secondary spring changes too.
Yeah. So like, I'd say my baseline would be to set up the primary to a good holding RPM that you know it's going to last.
Yep.
And then try any kind of secondary parts you want with it, in like a heavier spring, a different helix angle. Try that. Take a lot of notes.
Yeah.
Write down everything that you're doing.
You should see the pictures of your notebooks.
Yeah. It's all notes.
It's all just notes and this, that, matching with this, trying that out. It's freaking nuts.
The date, the date, the temperature, the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still pretty sure you can still get a printout on, like, if you get print off like the Polaris racing
like the recommended
sheets.
Yep.
Yeah, so it just has a really good sheet
to start with.
Yeah. So you can put your helix angle in, your temperature and date and stuff like that.
What is this?
We have another caller.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
We're talking voodoo magic
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, we'll see.
Who do you think the first person was to come up with the CVT? And what were they thinking?
Yeah, how did they come up with that?
Yeah. Like, make a one-to-one
We
ratio.
live on the Shop Talk podcast. Who is this?
This is Wes.
Oh,
Hey,
geez.
Wes.
Wesley, how's it going?
Good. What are you guys doing?
Oh, just sitting here. We're sitting here actually talking about the black magic of clutching right now.
Who's that?
No, like on
how do you work on clutches? Like,
Yeah.
how do you tune?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
Just in general. It was a general question on how to set up clutching for dummies.
yeah.
I just look in the owner's manual, and then whatever it says, you just throw that in there.
Pretty straightforward. Sounds smart.
Yeah, I mean, they know best, don't they?
That's debatable.
I don't know. What do you want to know about it?
No, we had a question where a guy was kind of just wanting a clutching tutorial for dummies on how to set up clutching of the primary to a secondary and weights and spring rates and helix angles and
That's like a never-ending.
Exactly.
process.
that is pretty
Exactly.
much exactly what we've been kind of going around in circles with the last 10 minutes.
We were just talking about who do you think come up with the CVT design? Like, what were they thinking?
Oh, yeah. They probably just wanted to make people get frustrated for the rest of their lives. It's funny.
How's it going, Wes? How's Colorado treating you lately?
Not too bad. It's been good. It's been raining out here a bunch. So it's been kind of, just depends on the day for dirt work stuff. But
Yeah.
Brown came out here, so he's been helping work a bunch. And so that's been good. And been riding dirt bikes a little bit and mountain bikes a little bit. And
Hell
trying to
yeah.
have a little bit of fun. So it's been fun.
Yeah, I seen
We
that. You recruited David Brown out to the mountains with you.
Yeah, he came out when they were having a little break at work, and then he decided to come back out here full time. So he's going to start a new job this coming week. So that'll be good.
Yeah. No, heck yeah. Yeah, it's a lot different lifestyle than Thief River for sure.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, every place you go has good things about it, but this place is pretty fun, obviously. What have you guys been doing?
Not much. It's just been kind of, the summer's been flying by for us. I mean, you know how it goes when you're working every week. It's like it's already heydays in 2 weeks. Are you making your way out for that?
No, I got another buddy. We had a wedding this weekend, and then that weekend too, we have a wedding. Got to go to that weekend too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
won't be able to go there.
Yeah, you weren't there last year neither, right?
No, it's probably good though. I get in trouble whenever I go there. It seems like so.
What about you? Could tell the story about you and Herf in Dorn's trailer, like at like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning.
What were you doing?
Remember you jumped on Dylan's dirt bike?
No.
I think we're breaking up. We can't hear him say that story.
That's why you don't. I don't remember what goes on there.
Oh, jeez.
It happens.
Well,
it's like Vegas. No, it's fun. It'd be fun to go there, but just can't this year.
Yeah.
So doing that, and then I don't know. Probably should start getting ready for snowmobile stuff for the winter, I suppose.
Yeah, making a return. There was some rumblings of a Wes Selby retirement, but I was like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that yet.
Not quitting, but be pulling back a little bit, and then so I'll just do like the bigger races, and then so like the Sioux and the 500 and Pine Lake, and then I don't know. We'll see if there's time for other ones, and then Skidoo's hired me to do the hill climb manager position for Skidoo.
Oh, really?
Huh. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then race hill climbs, and then just the other day talking to Corey Davis, so probably go up to Alaska. It sounds like probably. So
for the Iron
Dog stuff.
I think so.
No, really?
Wow.
Oh, breaking news.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be good.
With Corey then?
Yep.
Nice.
So that'll be good, and it'll be a full winter with all that stuff going on. But
yeah, for sure. You're talking about pulling back a little bit. It sounds like you got a full plate again.
Doing both 500s and the Iron Dog.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Simon's he did it when they would do like the Sioux and the 500, and Dick did too, and then they do the Iron Dog, so that'll be a lot of riding.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It'll be a handful, but I think with Corey and his dad Scott, they're going to help a bunch with setting up sleds and everything, and some other guys.
So for the Sioux stuff, what's kind of the game plan there?
Hello?
Copy.
Oh, we lose him?
Might have lost him. Think we did.
Wesley.
Copy, Wes?
I don't see it on my phone.
God dang it.
Dang it.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I'm pretty... Huh? Oh, I'll call him.
Sunday afternoon, what does Wesley do?
Yeah, what is he doing right now?
I don't know.
He called us like 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm pretty oh, what?
Hi, this is Wes Selby. Sorry I missed your call.
Oh, sorry, Wes.
Yeah, don't give away Wes's number.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, that's kind of an interesting question that I had, because Wes at the Sioux on a Skidoo, Town Brothers are the only Skidoo team, but then also Jesse's coming into the scene here now.
I think from what I heard, I think it would be a Christian Brothers effort with Wes and Jesse.
Okay, building a modified.
I don't know if it'd be a mod or like just their RS, like Pro Open setup.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Formula 3. So.
Oh, he said try again. Wesley. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we lost you. Must be in the mountains.
Yeah, you'll have that sometimes. No, there's one spot. I don't know why it goes dead there, but no. So yeah, should be pretty fun.
What's the plan for the Sioux then? Kyle had asked.
I'm pretty sure we'll do me and Jesse will race since he's old enough this year.
Yep.
And then I don't know the Town Brothers. I tried to help them out last year, maybe if we can kind of help them out a little bit too somehow or something. But
kind of work together a little bit, probably.
Yeah, I mean they always have a pretty good fast sled set up there and handling and stuff. So maybe try to team up a little bit somehow, and then have 2 sleds going in there or something. I don't know what. Kind of depends on Christian Brothers too, on what they want to do, and the amount of people we have for the. Just don't want to run short on people and make it not work, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to see. I want to see an RS mod.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part is they have those motors so like at the limit, I think, anyways, where like doing twin pipes or anything is not in the books. But
yeah,
I mean, last year my sled that I had there ran good, and speed wise it was pretty close.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think where if we can just spend some more time and test and get some better clutching figured out maybe and stuff like that, and yeah, so we'll see what we can figure out for there.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good team between you and Jesse for sure.
I think so. I mean, he's young and everything, but he's learning, and just keep him in. No matter how old you are, I mean, tip over or whatever sometimes, but hopefully no one will get hurt or nothing or break a sled and have a good end result. Never know there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You said that as I'm looking at Faust or Hateen's side panel that's all busted up.
Yeah.
What is it?
We did a show last weekend in Alex Hateen's race shop.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of the show, Alex gave us the right side panel from their Sioux sled last year, right after Faust kind of barrel rolled it and got hit by 2 sleds.
Yeah, I seen that thing.
And it was
I went through his.
It was on like the last lap.
Oh, it was the last corner or even. I think I went there or I was up at his house. I can't remember what I was doing up there. I think I was at Rogers, and then I swung by there, and that sled got hit pretty hard. The pipe was like flat and stuff.
Yep.
You probably seen it.
Yep.
But
yeah, we had asked him for something for the studio here, and he just started pulling parts away from the wall.
Yeah. We asked him for that pipe, but he didn't give it to us.
Yeah, that's like I don't know if it's a trophy or just something you don't want to remember, but that was a hard hit there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
You guys just been riding dirt bikes and stuff, or what have you guys been doing?
Yeah, a lot of dirt bikes. Me and Jesse and Gerbach kid just went down to Berm Benders, kind of down by Mora, middle of Minnesota, just yesterday, and rode.
Nice. How was that? Pretty good.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun track. It was a lot of people down there because it was a District 23 race they're having today.
Yeah.
So the amount of
day before practice.
Yep. The amount of people they have per class are like the amount of people you have on a busy day up at Brooks.
There's probably 30 to 40 people in each class, probably.
Oh God, it was unreal. It was hectic.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it'd be a fun track where you could rent it out and just have 10 of your buddies down there. Then it'd be awesome.
Oh, I'm sure.
But
that'd be fun.
But yeah, it was way too many people for me. You'll have to ask Jesse about our drive home.
He probably slept all the way.
Oh yeah, he did. He was saying dude, my vision's getting all blurry. I'm seeing double. So he slept for 3 hours. Josh drove, but we're driving down there, and he's his gas light comes on, and he blames me because Josh says, "Dude, why are you driving so slow? 62 miles an hour."
Yeah,
he sped up, and then the fuel light comes on, and he blames us for making him drive faster, worse mileage.
Yeah.
Leave the track.
He's got his dad's jeans. He's cheap.
We leave the track with the fuel light on. we run out of gas like 2 miles from the gas station.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's funny. You just get some out of your bikes or what?
Yeah, well, no, we had three jugs of gas in the truck,
Mm.
all with like a gallon or 2 gallons, 3 gallons in them. So
Yep.
we were like 2 miles from
funny.
the gas station.
I cannot believe you guys ran out of freaking gas.
That's funny.
So you have to give them hell for that one.
That's funny. Well, that's good. You guys are having some fun. Did you guys go to the Flare Steel?
Yeah, yep. We were up there. Kyle had a sled there that he was showing off, and then I was up there all day Saturday hanging out. So
Is that pretty cool?
yeah,
It was hot.
Looks like,
It was really
I'm
hot.
sure. Yeah, it looks like you guys have been having a lot of moisture and stuff out there, and then warm and humid, and kind of a little bit of everything.
yeah. Earlier this year, we had got a winter's worth of rain, pretty much. If that would have been all snow, like holy shit, we would have had snow
it
this
would have
year.
been
Buried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I figure it's about harvest season for the farmers, then starts getting wet.
yeah. Like today is hopefully our last hot day. What it looks like for the forecast, and then it starts to cool down a little bit. So.
Yeah, shit, we've been having frost on our windshield sometimes out here in the morning.
Holy crap.
No way.
Damn.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it'll be an early winter.
Holy cow! What elevation do you live at, Wes?
It's 8650 at my house.
Really? And can you tell like a big difference, like when you come here after like living out there all summer, and then like come practicing for Pine Lake, like just your breathing, like your cardio?
Yeah, you don't even breathe hard when you go to sea level. That's like Brown's the same way now too, because he's been out here riding mountain bike and stuff a bunch. So then when he went back there and was riding, he's like, I didn't even get tired hardly. So it's kind of definitely makes a difference. And then especially like when I was younger, you could tell where, I mean, you don't even have to do any cardio. You just ride and stuff up here, and then you go there and you feel like Superman. But so it works pretty good. But it's definitely, you can tell. And then like where we ride in the mountain is like 10 to 11 or higher sometimes.
Really?
That's pretty hot. Yeah, you get stuck and you get winded pretty quick then.
Yeah.
But
I know
when you're
people were
helping other people.
Yeah, people are kind of questioning what David's going to be doing.
He's trying to. Hopefully, he'll have to figure that out still. I don't know what he's got going on, man. But
yeah,
hopefully, do some races with Cat still, and he's gonna have a good job out here and stuff. So that'll be good.
No, heck yeah. Yeah, I got to ride dirt bike with him once earlier this year. So.
Yep. Yeah, he's been trying to ride out here once or twice a week and have some fun and
quit pushing him towards that communist shit.
What the hell?
Black and yellow stuff.
No, he wants to stay with Cat. So
good.
I think Cletty's trying to figure something out for him to come out there and do some races somehow.
Oh, sure,
so that'd be good. I mean, they got the guys there at the shop working and stuff, so I think if they could help him work on some sleds and figure something out.
Yeah, definitely.
But gotta kind of, I don't know. It depends on the work, and who knows? You guys may never get snow or nothing, anyways.
True. Yeah. Like if we get another winter like last year, it will be really tough on the manufacturers.
Yeah, we won't. None of us be riding snowmobiles then.
No.
God, yeah. Who would even know what that would look like?
No, I don't. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We just need to get some snow for the industry and some cold temperature. But we'll see. It's usually pretty rare that it was like last year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What are your guys' plans? You're just gonna do some ice racing and Sioux and.
Yeah, pretty much same program as last year, I would say.
I'm gonna let Gunner try this new Polaris out and try.
Yeah, sounds like their list of things they got working a little better, maybe, and maybe gotten them running a little better.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see once we get to Pine Lake. That's for sure.
Who knows though? It's probably what those Polaris guys have been racing for the last couple of years, anyways.
Yeah, somebody said that. Somebody said that Hattin tried that engine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's stock. Don't worry.
Yeah, they could have definitely tried it in one of their mini mod kind of.
That's what I thought.
Pro open sleds or something.
I thought
it's probably stock class, just blueprint and everything. Whatever.
No. Well, Hattin said it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Last week or whatever, he said they changed engines how many times on that sled?
Yeah.
So probably was a Patriot engine in that thing.
Who knows?
No, we'll see how it performs.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be good though. Hopefully, Cat got their stuff figured out a little better, and they'll have a little better competitive sled.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm racing for Polaris, but I'm hoping Cat's got their stuff figured out.
Yeah, it's better. It's better when everyone's kind of close on sleds, and then it makes for better racing, anyways.
Yeah.
But never know what's going to happen.
No. Just hopefully
You guys probably already out there waiting for it to freeze on the Pine Lake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the triple, the 4-stroke, the 440. We're just waiting on ice.
Yeah.
You guys ain't got a sled ready yet, I guarantee it.
For what?
For ice racing.
Yeah, all 3 sleds are ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why I've been
mine's ready
riding so
too.
much dirt bike. Because they already
suppose.
built everything.
No,
I got my Thundercat ready for that triple class. So.
Yeah.
Thundercat.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
No, Vince, Wes, I said it earlier. I pulled the engine on my ZRT this week, and the fucking clutch looks like it has Parkinson's. It's fucking shaking.
Oh, just nasty.
Yeah, so that thing's going to get a total rebuild here.
That sucks. I put some carburetors off of one of my old mods in the electro shocker thing to clean them, and then I forgot them in there when I went on a weekend trip, and then I came back, and now they're all corroded, so they're junk.
Yep.
I'm like, gosh dang it. I was going to call Hateen and see if he could find me some for that thing.
Oh,
but
for that.
with my old Polaris. Yeah.
The 04, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was planning on, I figured, because everyone always has those, like, I can't remember what they're called, but it's the electronic cleaner, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
sonic
like,
cleaner.
and like you put stuff in there, it looks like brand new, and it cleans everything so good, and then did it, and then I forgot them in there.
So all those solution dried up, and yeah.
Oh, I looked in there the other day, and they look like they've been in the bottom of the ocean for a couple of years now. Like, dang. Sucks. But whatever. Carburetors, they make more of them, but
Yeah.
it just sucks that I wanted to get that thing all done and put it up on the shelf. But so.
Well, yeah. Now I suppose if you're running a Skidoo race team, it would be kind of hard to run an old Polaris in the classics class at Jackson Hole.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's kind of one of those deals. I
Huh.
have to talk to him about it and make sure. But I mean, I got an Arctic Cat I could ride too, or I'm sure I could find a Skidoo to ride. But it'd be cool to ride one of your old sleds. And
Yeah.
more than anything, like you can always buy something and ride it. But
Yeah.
I think riding your old race sled would be cool, and then if you did good on it, would even be cooler. But so we'll see.
Yeah. Then you're going to be on a Thundercat at Pine Lake. I mean, you should get a nice Formula 3 setup.
What's that? No, I'm just kidding. No, those things. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to find someone that knew a bunch about them, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Or,
We know a guy.
yeah, I'd have to find some guy that used to race the Skidoos back in the day and see if he would want to help a person a little bit. But I don't think they're too hard. Just put a big sway bar on them and get the suspension springs a little close and stutter up, and it'd be good, I think.
Austin Leak,
but-
bring the Formula 3 out to Pine Lake, and Wes will race it for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, the Dorns
All
are,
it needs to have is loud pipes. Like, I don't care about anything else except for the loud triple.
Yep.
no, the Dorns are setting up a Formula 3. So,
Are they?
yep.
Huh.
And I
that'd be
believe
interesting.
they'll actually have old MXZ 440 set up for the 440 class too. So,
Are they?
yep. Yeah, they're going all out. I don't think they're doing the Iron Dog stuff this year, so that's why they're kind of coming back to the cross country stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they were talking about it just because they said it's kind of hard with working and trucking and everything on the Iron Dog. And then he'd kind of asked me if I was interested, and I really kind of wasn't planning on doing it. But then Corey called the other day, so kind of I've always told him I would do it with him the last however many years. He would be it'd be fun just because of being friends and everything. And then I don't know, I think we'll have a pretty good chance. But
Yeah.
those guys up there are fast, obviously, so it can't. And there's, well, you guys know how there's a lot of luck goes with that too.
Yeah.
But some of the fast guys, they get takeout right away by something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But so we'll see what happens. I'll have a lot of miles on, I guess, in those 3 weeks.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have
But I
probably
know-
about as many on those 3 weeks as I'll have coming into Pine Lake.
Nah, probably not that much. I don't know why you start practicing so soon every year.
I don't know. I just like riding.
Like,
it's fun.
You got to just show up. I think if you just showed up like a couple of days before, like everyone else, you'd probably do better. You probably win, so you might want to try that this year.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that would not happen.
No.
Why not? Come out here mountain riding, and then we'll go there, and then you can spin some laps on Friday, and you'll be good to go.
On Friday, yeah.
He'd look like a dog with fleas in like the end of November, just itching.
Just full panic. Like you probably wouldn't sleep. You just have the sweats at night and stuff.
Oh yeah. We would have to bring him somewhere and like hospitalize him.
Like the 440 is actually ready to go. The 4-stroke needs a new track, and the ZRT just needs some new studs. But other than that, they're ready. Hey, Wes, what's your take? I was going to put something out there that we should do a vote to switch to 1-inch tracks for the pro stock class.
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter to me. I think either way, if everyone's running the same thing, it don't really matter.
Yeah, but, like if we all were able to switch to 1-inch tracks, like for some people that have to buy their tracks, like
the tracks would definitely last longer. Like, I mean, those Cobra. If you run the Cobra track on ice, then the thing just falls apart.
Mm-hmm. So that was the picture I was going to put out there. That like my Cobra track has like 300 miles on it, and 90% of the outside lugs are gone.
Yeah, exactly. No, you practice for an hour on a Cobra track and they're torn up. So they'll just say, well, then people have to buy tracks and not run what they came stock on their sled.
But we're buying like 3 tracks throughout the year. If you guys were going to go ice racing to ditch to ice, you're going to go through 3 tracks. So maybe you get twice as many ice miles on a 1-inch track.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if you look at the 1-inch tracks, I mean, even mod sleds or whatever, they last pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, I think whatever they did, it'd be fine by me, but
yeah. And I don't
really care.
Their first original like thing with the 1 1/4 was to slow us down. So we were slower, but now like all the pro open mods are 1-inch tracks going 120 miles an hour now. Our triple pipe mods are going to be 1-inch tracks. So it's like, let us run 1-inch on ice.
No, it'd be nice. I mean, then you have the same studs and everything instead of buying 2 different studs and stuff, I guess. But
and
they would be fast. I mean, it definitely makes a speed difference,
but it wouldn't be any different than what we're doing in pro open.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. Yeah, exactly.
No.
So
it's not a safety thing. It's about slowing them down.
And it doesn't matter anymore. That argument is invalid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to get, like, once they go to a rule, it's hard to get it changed back or change it just because it's one of those deals. I mean, Pine Lake, I guess they could do it if they did it like an exhibition thing or something. But then not everyone would have one because the guys that run like the core stuff, they would just be like, I ain't gonna spend money on a track for one race.
No, it would have to be a core Pine Lake rule across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep, exactly.
But
so I don't know. I don't think it either way. Only thing, it just makes the lugs last longer. But really, they can't. They can't DQ you for lugs ripping off your track because they can't prove it's. You know what I mean? You could pretty much cut them if you wanted, and they'd fall off even quicker. Then so it's like, I don't know. It'd probably make it more where your track actually stays better for tech and all that stuff.
Sure, yeah. They teched my sled at Natiwash, and every single outside lug was gone. So all the outside lugs, all the outside studs are illegal.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You probably ran an old track just so you could get better traction. That's probably what you're doing.
No, like I don't.
Everyone else is putting new tracks in, and you're putting old shitty ones in, so that way you have more studs. I see your trick now.
That argument has come up, and like when I get text, you know, it's like it's an old track, but you go from the highest point of that track and you measure that stud. That's where it's at.
No, I actually don't like it when like all the outside lugs are gone because it definitely changes the handling characteristics of your sled.
You like to pitch it.
Yeah, so it changes it up even just from race to race where you keep having to like chase your setup a little bit with your track deteriorating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something I don't disagree with it. It'd be for better racing maybe.
Yeah.
But
Wes, one thing that I noticed when we were at Hatteen's shop is all of his sleds on the outside lug of his track, he's turning every like fifth one, he's turning a chisel stud sideways.
Yep. Oh, he messes around with that stuff a lot more than some people, that's for sure. I mean, I've only done chisels just for braking more than anything, or like dig. I guess I use them for traction too, but I've never like I know Dyrdahl and like Zach and a lot of other guys, they've messed with those chisels a lot, and I think the ice oval guys do. But seems like the team, he's playing with that stuff all the time too.
Yeah, I tried the chisels one time, and I thought it gave it a really just a weird characteristic where sometimes it'd be loose and sometimes it'd be overly tight.
Yeah, they're not as consistent.
Yeah, like, it's unpredictable.
Yeah, and then that's the thing is like I'd rather have my sled consistent every corner the exact same instead of sometimes it's biting more and sometimes it's biting less. So it's kind of. But I know like if you drive in the groove and you have the chisels, then it helps on speed just for digging where everyone else has those skinny ones. You know what I mean? It's just grabbing on the ice instead of just spinning as much.
Yeah.
So just depends on the person though. I'd rather just have no chisels usually, but
yeah. No, we're going full hooker plates this year.
I did that once.
My dad said him and Josh Davis would do that back on their old fanners.
Yeah. Can you even use them anymore?
I guess I wouldn't know if we could actually use them in pro stock. I know the guys still use them for ice ovals, but
yeah, I can't remember if you can even use them anymore for, or if they make the right stuff. I can't even know. Because I remember Kirk and everyone always said that. Put some hookers, or I tried those the bender plates, those longer ones, and then they're angled already. But I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard to tell. I didn't put enough time into testing them. But I did spend some extra money and try them once at least.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, you could spend all winter just trying that stuff and maybe figure a little bit better out.
Yeah.
But
well, that's why I'm out there all winter. I'm trying. I got to try it for next year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully it'll get cold for you soon. Then you could tell me some of your secrets. Or maybe we shouldn't go out there, I guess, early because it seems like we got the skidoos working pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, Gunner would just tell you, jump on the 4-stroke, and then that's
Wes tried the 4-stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather wrestle a bull around the track. That's why Gunner gets arm pump so quick as he's riding that big heavy tank around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He's probably just nervous right now thinking about arm pump.
Yeah, right.
He's flexing his forearms right now, showing me.
he's stretching them because he got such a bad arm pump at the moto track yesterday. No, I get way worse arm pump at Pine Lake than I did on my dirt bike.
No, it's been a handful of years since I had got like really bad arm pump. I'd say the first year of my Arctic Cat when I was still fat, I got a really bad arm pump.
I get arm pump every time.
Well, yeah, because you got your hand on the brake the whole time, squeezing the brake.
Exactly. I start getting scared when the brakes quit working, so then I get arm pump.
Yeah, it all happened.
Then I go faster.
That was when me and Wes became friends. Was my first year on Arctic Cat, and he was like, let me try that thing, and then he tried it, and he's like, oh wow, like this is actually. Then he set one up the next year, but I thought the craziest thing was me and Wes speed run them back to back, and Wes was like probably 100 pounds lighter than me at the time, and like we seen the same speeds on the sled.
Yeah,
like there wasn't a difference in speed with the weight difference.
No. Yeah,
so I was really surprised by that.
When we tried different clutching, like I had different clutching. I think I had stock stuff in, or you did, and one of us tried a bunch of different clutching, and they never changed speed or nothing. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
but the sleds were pretty much identical. I think we ended up with the same stuff after that. I thought it was funny on how you rode mine. Me and you rode mine back to back, and there was no speed difference with the weight. No. Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of laugh when I see people like, oh, I shed like 2 pounds off of my sled. It's like, is that really going to matter?
Yeah.
No, you got to do quite a bit, but it'll help in the long run. But getting it out of the corners, I guess, and stuff. But
2 pounds, I'll just eat one less cheeseburger this fall.
Yeah, you do 5 more reps on your curls. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, if that's another thing, if you want to message Jesse and just ask him what his grip strength number is, that's another good story. Ask him that.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Squeezing each other while you're driving down the road? Or what?
I'm grabbing you way harder, bro.
Jesse, tighter.
Just gripping each other's forearms.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gripping, but whatever. No, that's funny. No, he's a tough kid, that's for sure. He's one of those kids.
Lower than you.
Yeah.
Lower than yours.
Well, I told my number, and everybody was like, "That's pretty good." Well, I was like, "Well, these kids are fucking strong as hell."
What do you do the grip strength on?
Like I have a little grip strength tester that it's kind of common to see people using it on like TikTok or Instagram sometimes.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, you just squeeze it and it pops up how much pressure you grip it with.
Oh, what's your numbers?
I'm at 127 really consistently, but Gunner and Brody are at like 150.
Well, Gunner's way higher than me.
Huh. All right.
Where are you at, Wes? You probably know.
Yeah, but those guys are married, so you know what happens then.
Brody's not married.
Brody's not married. He's single. That's why it's so strong.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm all confused now then. Nah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Was Jesse's strength, was he strong or not really?
No.
Well, you should see Dyrdahl and those guys throw him around at their shop. He's like a little girl. He always thinks he's tough, and then they just have to throw him around a little bit. It's like, he's going to get hurt. Poor kid.
poor young kid. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty funny. But
on. I'll have to ask him to arm wrestle at Heydays then.
Sure. Yeah, we'll vlog it.
Yeah.
You never know. He might get us stronger this summer.
Yeah.
No, he's
in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, it looks like he dyed his hair even blonder. So.
Oh my god.
I think he's getting softer.
Probably.
I'm winking at the camera right
now. No, he's talking it up big for Pine Lake though, Wes. So.
Yeah. No, he'll be fast. We got a good setup on the ice, so
yeah, for sure.
We'll see what happens. He was fast there last year too. So
yeah, I can't hardly talk back to him at all with him beating me twice at Nadawash. So see at Pine Lake.
Yeah, just depends on the track and takes everything to go right. You never know.
Yeah,
I mean, someone could win 5 times in a row and then lose 100 times in a row. So
yeah,
hopefully everyone be good if there's good racing and have a bunch of people up there battling it out.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think Clarissos will be fast this year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So they had their shit figured out the last couple of years.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Give them a run for their money. That's about all you could do.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Polaris, I'd have 3 wins the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. But
we'll try again.
Well, yeah, try again. That's all you can do. Do what you need to do, and the rest will happen.
Just keep on keeping on.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Well,
thanks for calling.
I better let you guys go. Yeah. It's good talking to you guys, and we'll keep in touch.
Wes. We'll see early November whenever Pine Lake freezes.
No, I'll be out here riding in the mountains.
Sounds good.
We'll see you the week before Pine Lake, probably.
I'll see you Friday. We still got our sleds set up from last year, so we're all right.
Oh, yeah. Didn't change a thing. Don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to change my brake fluid. That's it.
Not even pads, just fluid.
Nope. I don't have any pads left, so. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Wes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good dude.
Yeah. Wes Helby. Oh, I should have told him to use the Woody's code.
You said that's chunky. It says on the side, shake well.
Oh, yeah.
That must be the flavor.
I think you didn't shake it at all. And it says big bold letters on the side, shake well. Keep turning it. It's right here.
Have a ball.
Right there.
Shake well.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, you said that.
It says woman owned. Shake well. Huh.
But yeah, you said it's chunky, and I'm just reading it like shake well. It's like I don't think you shook it. That's why.
Well, at least I know it's not old. They
True.
recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it was old, it'd be better then. Thanks for calling, Wes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling. I just wanted to shout that out. It's
Yeah.
chunky. It says shake well right on the side.
That's funny.
They are strong though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Anyway,
Try it, Gunner.
No. Actually, just 4 days ago, three years sober.
3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Weston and Liz. Happy 3-year anniversary.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what did it.
Oh, and it was the same day as Mandy's birthday there, too.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks sober.
Yeah. This first time. I figured we're getting calls. So I better loosen up.
Sure. Nervous or what?
No, I'm just a better talker.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. But no, like mine, like I set that up at Hatteen shop. It's like, well, I didn't have a problem or nothing, but it's just like, it seemed like every time I drank that last summer there, I was puking my brains out every time.
Just going too hard.
Yeah. And it was like, I didn't set out to do this, but it's like, I don't need to. I'll just drink water. But Kyle, you're having a good time.
No, usually when I have 6, it's easier to wake up in the morning than get up to go work out
Yeah.
after I have a couple.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it'd be harder?
No, I've done the research. Trust me. So like
You've tested enough.
Yeah, I get more motivated right when I wake up because I wake up early.
Yeah.
I wake up really early, and like it's like
You still got a little bit of that liquid courage in them.
no, it's not that. It's just that like
It's waking up hammered, dude.
the motivation behind it is like you had a couple drinks yesterday.
Time to get after
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
sure.
Get out there, and like the little voice in the back of my head is like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from that there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I wake up really early to get workout in the morning, and then get my daughter ready, and then bring her daycare, and then I show up at work. So,
But how long have you been going, Brody?
2 hours, 6 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, holy cow.
Full show.
Yeah.
full show.
We were not slacking
on
on,
the calls.
this on the
Nobody
calls.
else is calling in.
No.
Nope.
Just to wrap, tell my story yesterday. We went all the way down to Bermbenders. I left my house at like 4:15
a.m.
to get to Josh's house.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh Gerbrat. We use his trailer.
Yeah.
Your coworker.
It's that JAG on the side.
Yep, it
I'm
does.
glad you guys were representing.
Yep. Yep. Who knows? Maybe we got you and Johnny some business down there.
Hey, I hope so. No, we're really busy. Don't bring your cars.
That was funny on the way home, like right in Shevlin or Solway, there was a guy with a camper that blew a truck tire.
Yeah.
And like took out the whole like quarter panel and everything.
Yeah.
And then I told Josh, I was like, probably be seeing that at the shop on Monday morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, we went down to Bermbenders like 3 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
And there were so many people there. It was unreal.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a District 23 race today. And so they had Vet AB, 85s, Vet C / women's, 65s, AB, and 50s.
They even went into the 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so you drive down there and you get like a 12-minute moto.
Yeah.
And then you got to wait for all those classes to go through again.
man.
In 12-minute moto. So like me, the first time ever being down there, my first moto, track was still a little greasy from watering it. So like I'm timid, not knowing the track, not knowing the jumps at all. And there's so many people out there too.
Yeah.
It was the first moto down there. I was like, after I got back to the truck, I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a long day. But like, luckily the track kind of came around and then I felt a lot better as the second moto. And so I found myself like in between like the faster guys and the slower guys. So I was kind of in my own little window there to where I really wasn't in traffic the whole time like I was that first time. Where I was just kind of stuck behind the slower people like, oh boy, where do I go? But no, the track was fun. I'm glad I went down there just to kind of cross it off the list.
Josh said that's his favorite track.
And yeah, I could see where it would be a fun track. Like I said, if there wasn't so many people.
Now you get where I was in the Bagley Fair.
With so many people?
Yeah, so many people, and then like you had to really separate yourselves from the slow guys to the fast guys.
Oh,
So that's the window that I had to work with there.
but no, it was like Jesse and Josh both rode really good in the AB because I was watching them ride. But like, holy cow, there's some fast guys.
Yeah.
Unreal. There's like 4 kids on the 85s that would just smoke anybody local. One kid on a KTM 50 that just had that thing pinned to the max, going through like the littlest like braking bump chop, like for a big dirt bike. And he's just standing up, just full pin going through that. And then, who else? There was Emily Wickland. Or no, I guess it's Emily Ilstrup now.
Yeah, Ilstrup.
I think it's her brother-in-law, Miles, that hauls ass on a bike too. Like he was down there and impressive to watch too.
How much longer we got?
Why?
I got to piss.
Oh, you can go pee.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want to cut it short tonight, Kyle, or not? Or do you want
We're
to
not
keep
cutting
going?
it really short. This is a full show.
Well,
2
if
hours,
you wanted
10
to cut
minutes.
it any shorter, if you wanted to just finish right now.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but finish up after the story of the chick beating you.
I'm already
they were
fucking pinching it off, bro.
Well, yeah, you can. Well, so there was a girl out there in the women's class. I could not catch her.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like
That's
I was
fucking wild. You don't.
slowly catching her. Like she had started a little ways in front of me. I was like 5th to 10th to take off. She was right at the start of the moto.
Yeah.
And so like just keeping eyes on people on like who you're going pace with on the track. Make sure there's nobody fast coming up behind you and whatnot. And like I could not catch her. Like slowly clicking off like half a second per lap.
Yeah.
And then like slowly clicked off. Like I think we did 5, 6, 7 laps. And then like I was a couple bike lengths behind. And then she like noticed that somebody was behind her and she just kind of pulled off. But like I was going at a good pace.
Yeah.
And couldn't go any faster. I had one tip over just because there was actual ruts down there too. Like Brooks doesn't really form ruts because of the sand.
Sand, yeah.
But like this, there's a few like harder pack sections where it was soft enough to where it formed up like peg dragging ruts.
Huh.
I'm not a rut guy.
Yeah.
So then after seeing those ruts on Saturday, watching the pro motocross stuff, just go to the bathroom, Kyle.
We'll wrap it up when we get back.
Yeah. Just going through those ruts just at the local track. I cannot imagine going through the ruts at a pro national.
It looks awful.
And
then you're jumping out of ruts into other ruts.
And how fast they're going too.
Yeah. It does not look any fun.
No.
No.
So like props to anybody that
doesn't care about riding in ruts.
Yeah. Like when the pro motocross guys are like, I don't mind the ruts. Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to do it.
No.
It does not look like fun.
No,
Dragging pegs and then
Yeah, like I'm trying to lean in. Like I had a few decent corners where I was like happy with how I was going in that corner, but trying to lean the bike over and that inside peg is like dragging and you can feel it like kind of pulling,
catching and tugging and jerking. Yeah.
But I was doing all the jumps besides one big like massive booter double.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a long double, but the face was just straight up.
Just sent you high.
Booter.
Yeah.
And then there was we were parked right next to like the little finish line jump. And then there was a big pileup of 50s. And so like I'm
just
sitting
little
there
kids getting piled up.
Yeah. Like right at the face of this, right in the middle of the tabletop.
Yeah.
Just one after another, just boom, boom, boom.
Right on top.
4 bikes piled up. And so I run out there and one kid's just screaming bloody murder. I'm like, it's like, okay, God. I do not want to like pick that kid up.
No,
so
go to the other one.
I don't want to be liable for like moving that kid. So I'll let a track worker do that. And then so I picked 2 other bikes up and got it kind of pushed off the track for him. But yeah, just there was definite crunching noises before I ran up there of bikes. The one KTM I pushed off the track, no fender on it, no front number plate.
Damn.
A little 450 kids just piled into each other. I had to run out there, save them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're doing that, what do they call it? The ultimate flagger job?
Yeah.
Where you're flagging in the middle of the track?
No, I didn't have a flag.
But you're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Well, because it was right there.
Yeah.
I was literally right there. I just ran around the fence and jumped up. Helped
It was a big enough pile where, like, yeah, I could probably help.
I could help clear this up faster than
just the track guy.
Yeah. But there's a cool track. They had track workers like as if you were up at Brooks and you had like 3 Johnnies just driving around the track on 4-wheelers constantly and like looking for downed riders or anything out of sorts. But I don't know. You got anything else, Kyle? What's next week? We're doing a show. I think ALR is calling.
Prep for Heydays.
Yep.
And then we'll see you at Heydays after that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
So I hope to see a lot of people down there.
I think we'll have
We had calls tonight.
Yeah.
So from Alaska to New York to Colorado. So
next week's episode will be a sponsored episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brudas, spray foam installation.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out, Mike.
prep for Heydays, and it's almost a year.
Yeah. So how do you, Kyle, and Brody, how do you want to do this at Heydays when we're doing
Oh, I don't care.
like short, like just a 30-minute segment?
Yeah.
And then like Brody, do you want to leave the table set up and everything, and then we'll just put a big blanket over it? And then we'll go about our ways and everything, do our own stuff.
It don't matter to me. I'll have my wife there, so like 30 minutes. I think
30-minute segments?
Yeah.
Of just
Once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Is that what you were thinking?
Shout out Katie.
Or what do you...
shout out Mandy. She was a screener for tonight's phone calls. So thanks
We
to
got the
Mandy.
wives doing a lot of sacrifices.
Well, I don't. Yeah, half hour here, half hour there, half hour before we leave, almost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So maybe 3 episodes.
Maybe
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Possibly even 4.
Yeah, we could
because we have all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I plan on getting there around 8 a.m.
Okay. We could do one at 9 or something.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. I don't want to overdo it though.
But do you want to do one right away with just the 3 of us, or do you want to do?
We could do that too, and then we could have Brady. I told Brady we could have Brady on.
Oh yeah, we could do him right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 30 minutes.
Well, I don't want to take Brady away from selling sidekicks for 30 minutes, but just to have him just
25 minutes.
Even just to have him sit on and just plug sidekicks just for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then if we see anybody else walking by, we could have him come on and tell us how good XLTs are.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? I'm
Kyle is like hated on Facebook.
Yeah. And like if they knew who I was, if they just clicked on my like profile and the picture, they would be like, oh.
But yeah, 100,000 views on the XLT take.
Yeah.
And then 90,000 on the 3-wheel sleds.
It's so funny because
just all hate mail.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what the world has come to. Like social media it's all like stuff that's controversial.
Yeah,
is what gets the views.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
why do I keep bringing up Israel?
Well, like I'll say it now. That's kind of like why I said it, because it's controversial.
Well, that stuff, like I don't know,
but it's also true.
How social. Oh, the sled stuff.
The XLT stuff.
The XLT and the 3-wheel sleds. Like,
no, not the 3-wheel. So the XLT is probably one of the top machines that's ever been made, but it is slow as hell. That's a great clip. So I gave it a pause there.
Yeah. Okay.
I gave it a pause there. Make that a clip.
Yeah, that will be a clip. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yep.
218.
Okay. What was the other one? We were going to debate Tucker Herbert or Blair Morgan.
Yeah. So that was another debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But should we save that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, we'll save it. Yeah. Because it's 2 hours and 18 minutes and everybody's probably tuned out by now.
Yeah.
After Wes, they probably clicked off.
But so yeah, good show.
Yeah,
thanks to everybody that called in.
Hell yeah, it was cool.
We really appreciate it.
Yep, very cool.
We'll probably do another one. For
Hell
sure.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to.
We'll have to give it more of a heads up.
I mean, everybody's on their phone on a Sunday, though. You'd think.
Yeah, like when I clicked on, after you said that, when I clicked on Facebook, Shop Talk was like the first thing that I seen that was like getting attention. Still calling you out, Paulie V. Where's our phone call?
Yeah, he commented on it, so he's seen it.
Paulie V.
Yeah, he's
Come
seen
on.
it.
That's
Come up with a question.
That's why I say we do it again.
Yeah, it was on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram from noon to 4.
This 4-hour window. We
Yeah.
need like an 8-hour window.
You think so?
Oh yeah, Saturday.
I mean, yeah, we could do
It's
it a whole
Sunday.
day, a whole day ahead next time. So
yeah.
Yeah, we could put it out there late Saturday night and then wait till Sunday evening.
Yeah. Well, like we should have with Heydays, and we should have a guest or two lined up kind of after Heydays, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go kind
Are
of.
we going to give a sneak preview into who the guests are?
No, just because they're not for sure yet.
Yeah.
They're like, one of them verbally said yeah, they'd do it, but like it's just hard to time out.
Yeah.
But and the other one is shooting for the stars.
Yeah.
Shooting Star Casino. We'll see you later.
All right, what is Traction Products? Shop Talk 10, save 10% off, free shipping.
Yeah, this whole episode, we mentioned it one time.
Well, like I'll have it kind of in the description too.
Oh yeah, we mentioned it right
Shop
away.
Talk Podcast 10.
No, Shop Talk 10.
Shop Talk 10. That's our promo card code.
It'll be in the description below.
Yeah.
For 10% off and free shipping.
Yep. Freaking cool.
Yep.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Thanks, Woodies.
Yep. What is Traction?
Now we got to show up to do the golf tournament next year. You're a golfer.
No.
You baloney.
I went golfing again just with Jesse and the Gerbrats, and I was just a caddy again.
I got invited.
I know. I tried calling you. You didn't answer.
Okay, I got to tell you a story about that.
Okay.
But
Then
yeah,
we'll
I
end
got
it.
invited just so you.
No, I got to
golf.
piss.
Yeah, see, I was kind of the odd man out, so that's why I didn't really care. It didn't bother me anyways. I took one shot. It was a decent shot. They said I had a decent swing, so I was like, yeah, I'm okay at golf, but I just hate it.
So, yeah, we'll show up to do the Woody's Traction golf
Oh,
tournament.
jeez. Those guys actually golf.
Yeah, we'll do the trio of the Shop Talk.
Oh, boy. We need some practice.
That's the least we could do.
We
That
need
would
some
be fun.
practice then.
That would be fun as hell.
It's in Michigan.
To go to Michigan to golf?
No, okay, maybe not to drive to Michigan.
It's only 10 hours.
It's only 10 hours, yeah.
So we'll go do the charity golf, and then we'll film a podcast at Johnson's.
Oh, sure. I see where you're swinging this then. Maybe. I mean, I drove 6 hours to get...
People buy these hats so we can go to Michigan.
Yeah.
We have new hats.
Yeah. We have 3 different variations of hats now.
Yep.
We have our OG black and white t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to, if we're going to make some different design t-shirts just yet or not. But,
So I have a hat.
okay.
Good for you.
I like your hat you have on right now.
Yeah,
That's
Polaris
a nice
TXL.
blue.
And I don't know what I'm talking about though, about Polaris's. So
What?
monoblocks and XLTs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a clown. But no, we have all this merch, but I have another hat getting made,
Yeah.
and we'll see if we like it.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah.
We
Might go into
got
mass.
too much merch now.
too much merch.
We do have a lot of hats.
Yeah,
So
we got a
we're
lot of
stocked
hats.
up for hats for
I've been
Heydays.
telling everyone that we got a new shipment of hats.
Yeah. So $25 for a hat, $5 shipped if you need it shipped to you.
Yep.
Just send one out to New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Tyler. All right. Episode 45 in the books.
Yep. Thanks for everyone calling.
See you at Heydays episode next week.
Awesome.
That will be the name of next
Mm-hmm.
week's episode. What do we say this? What? Give me a title before we go.
Oh man, that's hard.
I told you. It's hard.
Random callers featuring Wes Selby.
I don't know if Wes is worth a title or not.
You could throw Regan's name in there or Bailey's
God.
or something.
Yeah. Oh, man.
We'll think of something. Anyway, see
All
ya.
right. Thanks, everybody.